16 years. You know, the last two places he's gone to spur some sort of championship run hasn't worked at all in Brooklyn and then Phoenix. Houston is a good young team. We'll go through some of the particulars maybe in the 10-minute drill of what went down in the deal. But, yeah, yesterday it's Kevin Durant to the Rockets. So, you know, they are one of those teams that might fit into some wild card prediction. I see the Knicks are the third favorite to win it all, and the way too early handicapping by Vegas. They would fit that bill. But an historic season, boy, especially for SGA, huh? Dude wins the scoring title. He wins the MVP. He wins the championship. He wins the finals MVP. Ooh. Yeah, that's a dominant year. And then on the other side, there was Tyrese Halliburton there mid-first quarter, just pounding his fist in frustration on the floor after I said getting off to what would have been, I don't know. You know, the Oklahoma City looks like a champion. Maybe they would be, maybe they wouldn't. But, man, you sure would have liked to have seen Halliburton who came ready. Again, he's a streaky player. He's a streaky shooter. That 3-for-4 start could have been a harbinger. It's amazing how different those Achilles injuries can be. Like they were showing some of the other Achilles injuries and just like Halliburton, buddy, he could hardly move. They carried him off down the tunnel. I mean, and he, by the way, just completely despondent because it also now means you ran that risk. You shot your shot, and now you are shot for, about a year. Does Halliburton even play next year? Question for Doc Murphy later in the week. See this one coming. Doc said he wouldn't play him. Remember he
said that.
Said he wouldn't play him. And so, that strategy didn't burn Indiana in Game 6 to stay alive. But, yeah, now they've lost their best player for, I would assume, most, if not all, of next year. All right, I said it was Heartbreak Day in sports. Man, I tuned in to about as sad a 3-hole stretch of golf as you can watch. Our man Tommy Fleetwood, he's been trying to win a PGA golf tournament for literally years. It's like some of you would find it hard to believe because he's a big name. He's a perennial Ryder Cupper for Europe. He has stayed. I give extra credit to those Europeans and internationals, the Hideki's, the Adam Scotts, the Jason Days. And I think Tommy Fleetwood fits in this category for not just chasing that free member guest money at LIV, staying and playing the most competitive brand of golf. And yesterday just proves it's a big difference playing golf depending on the stakes. And bottom line, bar none by a million miles, that most intense golf pressure still falls on Sunday afternoon on the PGA Tour, where it remains the hardest golf event of that week anywhere in the world to win. And so here's poor Tommy Fleetwood. He's got a number of runner-up finishes. We can add one, spoiler alert. But he's just cruising along, man. He's led since Friday. He maintained a 2-shot lead through yesterday. He holds the lead between 2 and 3 all afternoon long, all the way through the 15th hole. It gets to 16 up 2. Oopsie. Makes a little bogey. Okay, up 1. Manages to not drop a shot on 17, saves a par. So he goes to 18 looking for his first career win and learns, by the way, on 18, he's in hostile territory. Here's why. New England's favorite son is in contention to win this thing. The Captain America, Keegan Bradley, the Ryder Cup captain, is making a charge in these last few holes. And so not only is Fleetwood trying to hold on and win, but suddenly it's busted out into a Ryder Cup, and the whole place is USA, USA. They are all in on Keegan. They get to 18. They both drive it in the fairway. Look, all Fleetwood's got to do, just get her on the green and 2-putt and make him make a birdie, and then you at least go to a playoff. He's got 147 yards out. You guys that golf can live through this pain. Got 147. He's got the 9-iron. Doesn't trust it. Goes back to the wedge. I know what you're saying. Man, that's a long wedge. Not anymore, it ain't. 147 is a long 9 for most of us, but he goes back to the wedge, and it's not enough club. He leaves it just short. He's on the fringe short, leaves him like a 30, 40-footer. You should still get it up and down in 2. Do not get it twisted. But leaves a 30 or 40-footer. Keegan Bradley, meanwhile, 138 hits the 9, the right club, and he sticks it to like 4 feet, maybe 5 feet. So now if and the place now is just going, like I said, USA is going crazy. And so now it sits where, okay, Keegan's here. He makes this putt. He's going to, unless, Fleetwood drains some no-brainer from off the green, Keegan Bradley is going to at least guarantee a playoff. Well, then old Tommy can't win. Gives the putt a wrap. Leaves it about 6 feet short. Not only that, leaves it right on Keegan Bradley's line. So, of course, Fleetwood missed the putt, made a bogey. Keegan drained the putt, made a birdie. And, the place goes absolutely crazy, Keegan included. It's nothing but a comeback win for him. But for Tommy Fleetwood to put that chin down and walk off that green, having that first PGA Tour title in hand and just absolutely giving it away. Maybe Keegan, at least make him win it in a playoff. But he's just cruising along. He just got swipey at the end. I could feel the pressure through the TV screen. All right, let's take our first time out. See a little field trip for our guy, Travis Hunter. Yes,
sir.
Did you see that?
Did.
Yeah, I'll get the lowdown on that when we return.
Uh-huh.
We got all that and more. I tried to tell y'all. They came back at me on Friday, with the Braves.
Did they?
Yeah, well, we finished off the sweep of the Mets. I'm trying to, everyone, why aren't you graded to Dan? Why, blah, 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 blah. I'm saying, man, because I know, man. I know my lane. I know what this Braves team is headed for this year. This is a nice little pick-me-up, good for us. But watch them go lose 2 out of 3 at Florida. What happened in Miami this weekend? Yeah. Team Low T did it again. Team Low T lost 2 out of 3 to the Marlins. Oh, by the way, remember the other day, I said, why would you send Chris Sale out for the 9th inning? Why would you send an injury-prone pitcher who's had arm issues down to throw it up to 120? Then I looked, and he had thrown over 100 pitches quite a bit, so it wasn't that big a deal. But by putting him in that game in the 9th inning against the Mets, there was a play in the 9th, the chopper between pitcher and first, and Sale dove, extended for it. Turns out he broke a rib.
Oh.
Yeah, he's on the IL, so there you go. 4-game series starts against the Mets tonight. No Chris Sale. Assuming some 19, 20-year-old double-A pitcher will pitch one of the games. But bottom line, that's why you can't get behind Team Low T, bro. They ain't got it. They don't got it. They ain't got enough to finish, to take the momentum of that sweep over New York, go down to Florida and take care of business. Team Low T ain't got it. They ain't got that win. They ain't got that dog in them, man. Not enough talent. They'll lollygag their way to, what did I say the record was going to be? By the way, I blew it at the All-Star break. I said they're going to be 55 and 52 maybe, something like that. That's not happening. So they're even worse than I projected. Losing 2 out of 3 at Florida is just sorry, man. That's just sorry. End of story. Pretended what you were in the 3-game series against the Mets, and then you showed what you were in the 3-game series against the Marlins. Probably the best way to say it. By the way, the Shazam Spotlight this morning brought to you by ShazamAuto.com and the Murray Ford Superstores. Take that short drive and experience the best customer service you've ever had buying a vehicle. Multiple vehicles for your boy here, and there will be more to come with my good friends at the Murray Ford Superstores. The Shazam Spotlight. Hey, shout out to the Shrimp. Remember I told you at the beginning of last week, if things work out in this last 5 games, the Shrimp could claim the first half title and guarantee themselves not just a playoff spot, but the hosting in the International League playoffs after the regular season in September. Well, sure as sugar, they did it. They won out down the stretch. They passed, was it the Iron Pigs, I believe it was, ET, if memory serves. It's never easy running down the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, but the Shrimp have done that. So the Marlins AAA franchise is going to have a playoff season this year. So
shout out.
Yeah, there's that. All right, come back with more next. You're listening to The Drill. We're up and at 'em inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. 1010XL puts the ball in play-by-play.
Kick on the way!
Impeccable today.
From way downtown. That ball's ripped.
For play-by-play, it's 1010XL.
Florida heat hitting like a heavyweight? Time to call in the champ. KO Electric and HVAC. We knock out the heat and power up your comfort. Fast, reliable, and undefeated in home service. KOElectricJacks.com. KOElectricJacks.com.
It's Mike Dempsey, and now's the time to get your roof hurricane ready with Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacks Beach. Look, our rainy season is no joke, and if your roof's got damage, leaks, or it's just plain worn out, don't wait. Apex is local, dependable, and will show up on time using only premium materials with ironclad warranties. No shortcuts, no stress, just quality work you can trust. Skip the storm season scramble. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacks Beach or visit apexroofingfl.com.
Are you experiencing high energy bills? Now is the time to upgrade your old inefficient windows and doors. Don't miss Renewal by Andersen's 30th anniversary sale. For a limited time, buy one, get 130% off all windows and patio doors. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com now to take advantage of this incredible offer. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Renewal by Andersen. Superior products, exceptional service. Restrictions apply. License number CGC1527613.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is poured at Southern Coast Seafood, now open Mondays. Enjoy craft for $12.99 a pound on Tuesdays. Drink Brackish Wednesdays with $1 oyster on the half shell. Brackish Vodka is the first clean craft vodka made right here in Jacksonville for whatever your sport is. If your sport is crab at Southern Coast, your vodka is Brackish. Southern Coast Seafood, now open Mondays. Brackish Vodka, proud partner of the Jaguars.
Have you been diagnosed with moderate to severe opioid use disorder? You may qualify for a new clinical research study. Dr. Ferdinand Formoso is now enrolling participants to evaluate the effectiveness of a non-opioid medication treatment option for OUD. Qualified participants will receive study-related care at no cost and may be eligible for reimbursement of travel and accommodations. To qualify, applicants must be 18 to 65 years old, have been diagnosed with moderate to severe opioid use disorder, and have not been on medication to treat opioid use in the last 3 months. The study lasts up to 22 weeks, with weekly visits during treatment. If you're ready to explore a new path forward, visit OUDstudy.com for more details and qualifications. Take the first steps and visit OUDstudy.com. That's OUDstudy.com. OUDstudy.com.
Firehouse Subs has fries. Your hometown hero since '94 just cranked up the heat. Hot subs, crispy fries, golden, pillowy on the inside, and perfectly seasoned. Over 30 Jacksonville locations. Firehouse Subs, homegrown and now with fries.
Mike Dempsey, 10 to noon weekdays on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
June is Men's Health Month. Be proactive towards your prostate, ED, low T, even kidney stones with Ackerman Urology. Offices in Mandarin, Middleburg, the Beaches, and World Golf Village. Trust the men's health experts at AckermanUrology.com.
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys locksmith service.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Where does Northeast Florida buy cars? Arlington Toyota. Why Arlington? Selection. Arlington has over 800 new and used vehicles all in one location with everyday low prices. Plus, right now you choose a pre-owned 2023 Camry, RAV4, Tacoma for $0 down and only $388 per month. Or how about no payments till January 2026? Shop in person on Atlantic Boulevard, just a quarter-mile east of 295, or online anytime at arlingtontoyota.com.
Plumbing problems? AC not blowing? Septic tank doing whatever septic tanks do? Don't call 3 different companies and play contractor roulette. Just call Duck Duck Rooter. Waddle over to duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
You know, like I've said, changed some of my footwork, so I feel a lot more comfortable with that. Just some subtle changes. I think footwork, my eyes, just where I'm starting, you know, using my eyes as a weapon, manipulating the defense. I thought there was some great stuff on tape throughout the spring of me being able to do that and the ways I wanted to. So that was a big step. Just overall being comfortable with the system, not thinking as much. You know, when you hear a play call, it's not like I'm straining to think about what I'm doing. You know, at first when you get the system, that you're kind of doing that, but towards the end it felt a lot more second nature and felt like I could just go and play and communicate and move fast.
All right, that's Trevor Lawrence, where he stands now as minicamp breaks. Off-season program shuts down for a month. They'll be back at training camp in a month, really. I mean, I think the rookies July 22nd and the vets maybe the 25th. So where are we at? We passed, what are we, June 23rd. So it'll be a month. They get that. Everyone can choose to do what they want to do. Very quietly, it was kind of a whispered story. No one really pumping it up because they have this slotting system. It doesn't feel like we ever have any holdouts anymore when it comes to the NFL draft. But very quietly, Travis Hunter had remained unsigned. That is now past tense after news breaks yesterday. As the Jaguars announced the news on his historic rookie contract in a somewhat unique fashion. They went with the contract news on social media, and they made 2 separate posts as a nod to Hunter's status as a two-way player. In one post, they issued a statement on the signing of Hunter, the wide receiver. In the other, they welcomed the rookie to Jacksonville as a defensive back. So Travis Hunter, 22 years old, going to play not a bit, but a lot of both during his first season in the NFL, much like he did at Colorado, where, you know, in addition to playing for Deion Sanders, I'm old enough to remember, E.T., that Deion was one of the first that pushed that envelope, at least in the modern NFL.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, he went out and played some receiver. I Google machine me this morning.
All right.
Let's fire him up. Chat GPT, whatever the heck we use today. Probably some dude like us just sitting somewhere at the back end of these
just
things.
Waiting for it.
There's your AI. Boom. There's your question. All right, here's your answer. I'm your AI. I'm going to guess over under on Deion Sanders receiving touchdowns in his career. Okay? I'm going to go receptions and receiving touchdowns. I don't feel like he played a ton of offense, and he didn't play much, it felt like, until kind of late. Probably the most of it with the Cowboys, who gave him the chance to play some receiver. And some of the teams he played for, he may not have played any receiver at all. So number's going to be low, but he did go out there as a weapon on offense, at least somewhat. You have his career numbers? Offensive numbers, career offensive numbers for our man Prime Time. That guy was ahead of his time, buddy. When it came to today, he was certainly one of the godfathers. He's on the Rushmore of today's self-aggrandizing athletes.
Yeah, he is.
He is. He was like Muhammad Ali was him on steroids before, but that wasn't the style when Prime Time. He had that Jerry curl, E.T.
Yes, he did.
That's what he was firing that off in college. Big red leather jacket, that Jerry curl, glasses about as big as 2, saucers. Prime Time. It went to my Falcons, E.
Yep, I got a question for you later on about that. But yeah, I got his numbers.
All right, as an offensive player, I'm going to say career, I'm going to put over-under catches at 30, over-under touchdowns at 5.
You're close. Oh, you say over-under at 30?
Over-under career catches 30.
You missed it.
What is
over?
How many?
You doubled that. Yeah, 60.
60, okay, that's good. That's better. I was going to say 50, and I didn't want to overshoot. So 60 in his career. What was his most in a season?
Most of the season, 38.
38 in a year, huh? Was that with the Cowboys?
I'm 36 with the Cowboys. Yeah.
Wow. What year was that?
96.
So he was still relatively young. It was what, year 7 or 8 for Deion, right? He was 89 drafts, 89 drafts.
That's the only season that he had double digits in receptions.
Oh, he had 36 catches and double-digit interceptions that year.
I'm sorry, that's the only year he had
double-digit catches.
Yep.
Yeah, he was more of a piece. He was a luxury item. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't doing it full-time on that side of the ball like Travis Hunter has the ability to here. But just as far as it goes, it was, he does have that to lean on. That that guy who is, and if there was any question, the kind of mentor that Deion Sanders has been and will continue to be. E.T., did you see the video from this weekend on social media?
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. So
I didn't give you that over-under on touchdowns yet, did you?
Oh, yeah, I said 5. Is it more?
No, you're under.
4?
3.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's about right. Like played, not near, that's
a piece.
Those numbers right there will be disappointing in 1 year for Travis Hunter. So we're not talking about the same animal. Now, at the same time, our guy's an all-pro, lockdown, Hall of Fame.
He's the guy.
He's the guy corner, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw the video circulating of Travis Hunter.
Well, okay, 2 things we know. We know how much Travis Hunter loves and respects Deion Sanders. 3 things we know. 4 things we know. We know how much that's reciprocated by Deion, and we know how much both love to fish. Apparently, those all came together this weekend, nowhere near a football field. Deion and Travis Hunter filmed fishing near his Texas home in a video that was posted last week. The video, filmed by Deion Jr., Sanders' eldest son, is one of Prime's first on-camera appearances since, he's got health issues,
Yeah.
And I don't think they've even said what the most recent bout has been. He's had terrible foot. Like, at one point, thought he might have to have it amputated, right?
Yeah, he lost a toe.
He did lose a toe. That's right. Anyway, the ailment that kept Sanders away from coaching Colorado in person as summer workouts are going. He says everything's okay. The 57-year-old, in fact, had 2 toes amputated in 2021. Looked to be in good spirits, though, as he and Travis Hunter in the fishing boat, just out on the water. He's so genuine, Travis Hunter, isn't he?
Yep. See, I was talking about a different video of Travis.
Okay, what'd you get?
So over the weekend,
I got the one of him fishing with Deion.
Yeah, over the weekend. So every month there's an event that goes on at the beaches called 904 Pop-Up.
Okay.
Where a bunch of local vendors will come out and they'll sell their stuff, whether it's shirts, it's Jags gear, whatever it is, whatever you got to sell. They'll come out and sell it. Guess who was out amongst the people? And it's just a big old group of people out just hanging out.
Well, good for him.
Travis Hunter.
Good.
Buying Jags gear, taking pictures with the fans.
Well received by every fan out there from every corner of our city.
Yeah.
I mean, it's he's electric, man. And he's genuine. This isn't there's a lot of people go roll into an event like that with their entourage and their Instagram cameras going. Make sure they'll stay 5 minutes and then post, right?
And Travis is out there. He in the field.
Yeah. He's real. By the way,
I'm sure he had a camera following him.
Well, sure, but I don't think it was. You do that all the time.
Correct.
But it's to show the genuineness. It's not to paint some picture. At least it feels like that with the kid. Yeah. I'm so excited to see him play.
Man, me too.
I'm really excited to see the season get here and see what. And again, Tony, I know you're listening today. You call it ceremony. I don't care what you have to, how you have to justify it. That man deserves to start.
Both sides of the ball.
First game.
Yes, I'm with you.
Run him out. I don't care. We're running nickel first play if we have to. But Travis Hunter needs to start in the offensive and defensive lineup of that first game.
Got a question for you, Jeff.
Yeah, do with what you will from that point, but I need to see that.
When they run out the starters.
Yeah. He turn around and run back.
Is he coming out last?
Maybe.
Out the tunnel?
Well, I believe. Don't they only do one side of the ball?
Yeah, they do one side. But he's starting regardless.
Yeah, well, right. No, yeah, he's always got to stand in the tunnel one way or the other. Right. He doesn't get out there early and, stretching around, doing those side straddle hops and whatnot.
If they call the offense out, is he coming out last or is it Trevor?
Oof. Yeah.
If it's the first game, it got to be him.
Yeah, it might be. I don't pay too much attention to that. I'm in the antiseptic press box where you can't.
Right.
I'm looking forward to the new stadium for this. It's got to be a more game experience friendly press box. This isn't on the staff. This isn't on the organization. But the Jaguars press box is completely. insulated. It's inside. You don't even hear the crowd. It's just all glass. It's not open air. It doesn't have any kind. It's just and I'm just not used to it. It's the only press box I've ever been in that's like that. Every press box I've ever been in, college or pro, had some open air feature, or at very least, the outside microphones or speakers, because you can't feel the
energy.
Yeah, you don't feel it. There's something real about sports energy. You don't feel
Absolutely.
it. It's also something real about Travis Hunter's injury. Ooh, take that off my. Yeah, no. No, you know what I was saying. There is certainly something about Travis and his energy. That includes a personality he's not afraid to let show through.
It's been very easy for me. The guys come in and I bring the juice every day. I always got a smile on my face, making everyone laugh when I get the chance. So we just been fun, having fun, and just being kids out here just loving and living our dream.
All right, that's the fun part. There's also the down to business part, and Hunter's drawn rave reviews throughout the offseason for that. Remember when the rats on the online rats tried to pull some video of running a route, and they already determined that he never had been able to and never would be able to run a route. And then 2 days later, the video comes out with these chopped off, precise steps, and the rats retreat back into the walls.
I remember.
Yeah. So there's also the business of getting better as a receiver. And listen, as fans, we salivate at, the thought of pass plays with Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter stressing the defense. There's also this, as Travis Hunter gets up to speed and learns the ins and outs of being a great receiver in the NFL, man, the benefit of being able to call on the experience of a guy who just 1 year ago put up the numbers that you'll be trying to put up this year. And if Travis Hunter puts up the numbers BTJ put up last year, next year in the seasonal list, when they talk about the receiver tandems, we're going to be top 3. That being said, that learning curve made easier by having BTJ in that receiver room.
Just seeing how he go about his work, he helped me out a lot. Like I said the last time I came up here and talked, so just being able to take things from him in the money game and Parker game is just something that I can apply to my game and make me better.
So there you go. You hear from Travis Hunter. You hear from Trevor Lawrence. I'm excited about, look, not trying to be overly excited, not trying to sell you anything. I think we're low-key better than a lot of people think we are. I don't think they're awesome, some 13-win team. I was going to say 12, Ian. I didn't want to disrespect you.
All right.
I didn't think there's some 13-win team, beeline for the Super Bowl. But my hope is this is the beginning of a really good stretch of Jaguars football here, of a good young group of players that we can kind of go forward and keep going forward, have no staying power to these supernova seasons we'll have here or there. It's just always one and done, man. Get some consistency up and rolling. And those two dudes going to be obviously a huge part of it. All right. So I had never heard of this thing called the fan games. Had you heard of this, E? Do you even know what I'm talking about?
Educate me.
Okay. The Fanatics games. It includes a $1 million first prize. It includes former athletes and fans. And it sounds cool as get out. I wish I had known it was on. You remember the old show Pros versus Joes?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. I don't know where it was broadcast. I assume this was some sort of made-for-TV event. But when I tell you who won, you're going to say life ain't fair. When we return next, you're listening to The Drill. We're booming at you live inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oklahoma City wins the NBA title, beating the Pacers 103-91 in Game 7 last night of the Paycom Center. Thunder, the plus 240 favorite to repeat as champion. Knicks and Rockets both plus 750. Cavaliers 9-1. Orlando Magic open up at 18-1. Colin Morikawa, the 12-1 favorite to win the Rocket Classic at the Detroit Golf Club this week. Keegan Bradley, Patrick Cantley 16-1. Ben Griffin 20-1. Spencer Schwallenbach on the mound for the Atlanta Braves at $1.26 favorite against Paul Blackburn of the Mets plus 104. 8.5 over the total at Citi Field in New York. $250 bonus and you open up a GBank Visa signature card. VSiN.com/GBank. For more sports betting news and information, go to VSIN.com. Mike Sennett, Real Talk 93.3.
With the first pick in the 2025 draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Duck Duck Rooter, the #1 plumbing, septic, and air conditioning contractor in Florida.
Congratulations, Duck Duck Rooter. So tell us, how does it feel to be picked #1?
Duck Duck Rooter is a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When you need help with any plumbing, septic, or AC issue, just give us a call and relax. We'll send one of our first-round draft picks to tackle your problems today. DuckDuckRooter.com. That's DuckDuckRooter.com.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Serving in the military requires great sacrifices, not just for one's country, but also for one's family. Not surprisingly, divorce for soldiers is especially difficult, and it raises a number of challenges that are peculiar to military divorce, things such as deployments, relocation, retirement benefits. These issues can be complicated. So if you're a soldier facing such challenges, go to CordellCordell.com.
Jacksonville, Florida. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois. CordellCordell.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Higgin here for my friends at Zero Res. Gang, vacuuming is not sufficient to maintain the cleanliness and lifespan of your carpet, period. Do not, let me repeat, do not leave deep cleaning to yourself, but do-it-yourself dirt-attracting carpet soaking machines. No. Call on the cleaning freaks from Zero Res. Big summer savings. 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at $129. Take 20% off air duct cleaning as well. Call them, 904-287-5727, and ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res, spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
You'll always feel good when you send someone a Kuhn Flowers floral or plant arrangement. This is RJ with 1010XL, and no matter what the reason, Kuhn Flowers has always come through for me. Order online at KuhnFlowers.com.
Listening that fits your schedule perfectly. Absolutely brilliant.
Go on demand.
Ad-free shows after the live show's end. How about that? Channeled by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Search where you find podcasts.
The best value for golf in Jacksonville remains Cimarron. Totally reestablished with new tee boxes, improved fairways and greens. Also a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor settings and live music. Join the Wild One loyalty program online at Cimarron Golf. When's the last time you played Cimarron? Cimarron Golf Club on 210, the Wild One.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, let's talk about diamond cutting. How is the diamond price affected by the way it is cut?
Frank, that's probably the most important question asked about diamonds, because the trade-off between a diamond cut for maximum beauty and one that's not is the diamond's carat weight. You see, diamond cutters buy rough diamonds based on quality and weight. So as they cut the rough diamond, everything cut away affects profits. However, there's specific known cutting parameters, and each deviation from these means they have a heavier, less beautiful diamond. Unfortunately, a customer can't detect all those cutting imperfections. They need expert help about a diamond's cut grade. You see, for any round diamond of a particular color, clarity, and carat weight, there are as many as 10 different prices that can vary by as much as 50%. At Underwoods, we look specifically at how a diamond's cut before we look at anything else, because it's the most important factor when it comes to a diamond's beauty, and to us, whether it should carry the Underwood name or not.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almond, delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
SportsForecaster.com has all the data you need to project tomorrow's winners. Register for free and track the performance of all your favorite players and teams, including all your fantasy team picks and prospects. Sports Forecaster has the most detailed player profiles on the web, precise depth charts, every transaction, every injury, every news update. No ranting or raving, no preening or barstool bluster. At SportsForecaster.com, you get the timely info you need for every game. SportsForecaster.com. Sign up for free today.
David here with Royal Pest Services. It's back. Our summer Centricon Termite Special. New installs begin as low as $249. And if you have existing Centricon, but your renewal is through the roof, we can transfer you to Royal at no cost. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule a free estimate.
1010XL is presented by Barra and Tassel, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, back here on the drill. See if we can't get through feel like the heat is now, the oven's on, and it don't get shut off till maybe mid-September, ET. Maybe we'll have a little, just sometime between now and then, some little punch back to, mid-80s maybe. But
I'm tracking that weather. Believe it.
A lot of 90s going to go down between now. It's brutal, man. Brutal hot.
As long as it don't rain Friday.
Dude, I went to we got the ET event coming up Friday. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
We'll be doing the show live at Magnolia. It's another one of those. You guys just going to have to sit and be jealous. Maybe sold out. But we're going to have a good time, and we'll share it with you as best we can. It'll be one. Go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and put this in, this request in. This was smart of me. Man, I never think like this.
I'm listening.
On Friday, when whoever sets it up out there for us, whoever our guy is, have him put us in the shade. Pointing away. Somebody think which direction the sun's coming up. I can remember last year just staring into that big blazing ball out there on the driving range. Remember that? Yeah. We're going to do a little planning on this one, baby. Get me up underneath some shade here in the summer. This is another one. We threatened it at the Guggen. I mean, don't make us go shirts optional.
Oh, this one will definitely be allowed.
We'll have a good time on Friday. Man, I'm the ending of the golf tournament yesterday is going to stick with me a little bit, man. I really feel for Tommy Fleetwood. He just can't get it done. I mean, guy's got a 2-shot lead with 3 to go, and bogey's the last hole while Keegan Bradley, a shot behind him, birdies. He wins it right in front of him. Didn't get any help. The putt that he missed, I think he fanned it. He wasn't going to make it, but it seemed to hit a bit of a pitch mark. Hey, man, you're putting for to keep this tournament alive. Maybe look at the line in front of you and do a little divot repair. Just a thought, brother. This guy was going to win for the first time ever. Finally got that huge. It's not a monkey. It's King Kong off his back, and it didn't happen. So there's that. LSU's your national champion in baseball. The Tigers just won it a couple of years ago, right? Beat Florida. I don't have it in front of me, but it seems like the SEC's won like 7 out of 8 now. They've been on a huge run, and I don't say this with any sort of like conference pride. I could give a darn about LSU baseball. Go Coastal. It just speaks to the fact that if your favorite team is fighting in that baseball league, buddy, good luck. Because every year there's just a handful of them that are going to be in Omaha. And of late, one of those ends up winning. I have to Google machine to see exactly how many it's been, but I think it's like 7 out of 8 College World Series titles for the SEC. And that's another one for LSU. I think did I see it's 8 now in program history? USC has the most with maybe like 12, but USC hadn't won one maybe since the 80s. And LSU's won quite a few, or maybe 98 was the last one they won. And LSU's won 3 or 4 since the year 2000. So there's that. All right, this just, I'm going to read to you all about this contest, ET, and you're going to tell me how fun it sounds. You ready?
Go.
This is an event over the weekend at Fanatics Fest in New York. It pitted athletes and celebrities against fans in 8 different competitions. Then you have a 100-person leaderboard. You accrue points as you go along. I guess kind of like a decathlon. Here's what you do at the Fanatics games. 8 sports-themed skills competitions. Quarterback skills, basketball shooting, you play around the world, soccer goal scoring, baseball pitching accuracy. By the way, do you want to see Joe Burrow throwing out the first pitch?
No.
Couldn't throw it over the plate? This may have been old video. It's different between, I guess that motion between throwing football all those years, even if you used to be a pitcher, doesn't quite come back to you. I mean, he wasn't like, throwing him over the backstop, but man, he was missing outside 3-4 feet. Anyway. So it's a quarterback skills, basketball shooting, play around the world, soccer goal scoring, baseball pitching accuracy, a washer-dryer hockey shooting challenge, a WWE superstar entrance. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that.
And a UFC striking challenge, and finally a closest to the pin golf challenge.
Oh, nice.
So you've got a bunch of people in it. Like I said, the leaderboard goes 100 deep, and you have a variety of athletes and celebrities and a number of fans. In fact, in the top 10 finishers, 6 were fans. Among those that finished in the top 10, E.T., James Harden was 4th. By the way, $1 million goes to the winner.
Oh.
Eli Manning was 5th. UFC fighter Justin Gaethje, remember him? I think he fought here in COVID when Jax hosted UFC. Justin Gaethje finished 2nd. You know who won, E.T.?
Oh.
You know who won? Who would be the most unfair winner? What dude is least in need of a win in his life in sports?
Like Brady.
Tom freaking Brady.
He won.
Tom Brady. Finished with a 39-year-old Pennsylvania teacher named Matt finished 3rd. But yeah, it's Brady who finishes at the top. He won the $1 million, but I saw he gave it all back. He gave, I don't have it in this story I'm reading now, but he gave like $5,000 to the top, I don't know, 50 or whatever. And then he gave out other cash to the winner. He gave all his away. But yeah. The fan, think about all those different things I just mentioned. I don't care if you're the best quarterback of all time. You just step out into your shoes and win closer to the pin and free throw shooting. And
yeah.
I need to see Brady's. Here's what you need to find today. We need to find Brady's walkout. His superstar entrance. I want to know what he did there because I'm sure it has, it includes some sort of theatrical
with some personality
apparatus
in it,
for sure. All right, let's go ahead and take a break. We'll put the football fix on hold. We'll do that a little bit later. Brought to you by the Sharks, who had a big win at home over the weekend, and by the home course of Joint Creek Golf Club. But for now, we'll take a quick timeout. Hick and Arrival, more come your way next. You are listening to The Drill. We're inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Josie, Matt Hayes, and Leon.
What about the motto of the Musketeers? All for one and one for all.
XL Prime Time.
All for one.
Weekdays 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
Just when you thought we couldn't bring you more, Keon Atlantic is here with a brand new store. We have the same great team to treat you well. With new savings during our grand opening sale. Keon Atlantic is here with the new store. Shop our best offers and largest selection yet. Save big during our grand opening sale. Is there something for everyone on our lot? You bet. If you're ready to experience something new, the all-new Keon Atlantic is ready for you. Your perfect ride is a visit away. Online at KeonAtlantic.com. Keon Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey, it's Frank Frangie. Look, when it comes to glass needs around the home, there's one name I trust, Lee and Kate's. It's local, family-owned, and they've been part of our community since 1926. They've taken great care of me over the years, and I know they'll do the same for you. Visit LeeandKatesGlass.com.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Friends, we have a very special guest on the line.
The Checkmate Coatings phone line is where the action happens.
Where's the phone? Over there.
Get expert interviews and listener opinions all day, every day, from The Drill all the way to Hacker After Dark on 1010XL.
If you're 35 to 75, you could get life insurance today. No medical exam needed. I'm Cody with Harborstone Financial. One call could protect your family for life. Call me today, 904-885-9566.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal. Pretty nice weather we're having, huh?
You think this is nice?
I mean, it's sunny, warm. We do live in Florida.
It's not all upside, Jason. Warm weather comes, so all the cool people hit the beach. My old air conditioner craps out, so it's 1,000 degrees inside, and I'm stuck on a video call in my underpants trying not to sweat through my...
Wait. Put these sunglasses on.
I'm not going to put on your...
Whoa. The air conditioning experts at Bueller Air & Plumbing can keep your home office cool and comfortable all summer long. You look good in your meeting, impress the big guy with your cool confidence, maybe finally make assistant deputy regional manager.
Wow, air conditioning can do that?
Life moves pretty fast. If you spend all summer worried the weather is going to be too nice, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Spend an evening with heart. One night, 2 sets. A journey through the hits and timeless classics. June 24th, St. Augustine Amphitheater. Tickets on sale now at AXS.com. Don't miss an evening with Heart live.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Instant Keys saves the day if you have lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call 722-1111.
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Cordell & Cordell Lycon Services. Travis Hunter is officially locked in. The Jaguars signed their two-way phenomenon to a 4-year deal, including a record-setting $30.5 million signing bonus, and he's ready to roll.
Feel great. I'm very excited and ready to get to work.
Meanwhile, Florida State scored big on the trail, flipping 4-star QB Jayden O'Neal from Oklahoma. Known for his deep ball accuracy and playmaking flair, O'Neal gives Mike Norvell a true field stretcher for the future. And Duval's getting loud. 60,000 plus fans expected this season, and the Jaguars and Everbank Stadium partners are hosting a massive job fair tomorrow evening from 5 until 8 p.m. at the Prime Osborne Convention Center. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 6:58 and it's 74 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air & Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Creme de la creme, homie. Top shelf, you know. I like my beat down low, down low, down low, down low, down low, down low, down low. I like my top laid back, laid back, laid back, laid back, laid back, laid back. Hey, holla if you like your beat down low, down low, down low, down low.
You know it! Yes, sir! Down low. I got a case of the Moon Day.
The mean streets of Pablo Bay. It's OMW.
Shout out to the Bay.
Coming at him this morning.
Good to be here. Oh, yeah.
Dodging strays in the Bay this morning.
Talked to a couple kids in the Bay. They told me, big weekend for Travis Hunter. He gets $30 million in his pocket. Thank you very much.
Ooh, man.
Here's your check, $30.4 million. Wow, okay, great. How much do I lose to tax? Not as much as if you were playing in Cali, buddy.
That's true.
But the kids, I like to get the temperature of the kids, and the kids,
you do.
We saw Travis Hunter.
Okay.
Saw Travis Hunter. Where'd you see him? I said, you see him at Dick's? Because I know he was doing, no, we saw him at such and such.
Beach. At a beach.
And he's only taking pictures with the kids. I said, oh, that's good. That's fine.
Ain't no grown man need to go up and ask them for pictures.
Well, they
anyway.
do. But here's what I think.
Do.
Here's what I think. I don't give a dadgum if Travis Hunter is a jerk.
No one.
Sweet kid, nice guy. I don't care.
As long as he's a dog.
As long as he's a dog on Sundays from 1 to 4.
Yeah.
Which will turn to 4 to 7, which will turn to Sunday night.
Talking.
Which will turn to February. That's what I need.
Talk, Dad.
I'm sorry, I'm over trying. Oh, he's not a nice guy. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I don't think he'll ever be considered a jerk, but
I don't care. I don't care if he gets
feel
mad. He's very media savvy.
Whatever.
Very media savvy.
He's also football savvy. That's what I care about.
He always has a football in his hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Go. Let's go. So anyway, congrats to him and his
big deal.
And his deal. Well, Doc Murphy, we called it. It happened.
Right.
It just
sad for
we
him.
all saw it coming, and I don't know, man. It's a tough one. It's such a tough one, man. He had to know. I mean, he had to know the long-term ramifications.
For sure. He shot a shot.
You're taking a risk.
He shot a shot.
And if it blows, you're out next year.
That's right. I would do the same thing.
Tatum's out.
Yeah.
Halliburton's out.
Yeah, the East is wide open. I see the Knicks are one of the betting favorites in the East.
By the way, all the guys who were ripped their Achilles.
Takes about a year, right?
Yeah. War number 0. Dame time, Tatum.
Wow.
And Halliburton.
Wow.
Don't,
well, Durant did, but I guess he was a 0.
Don't wear 0.
Wow. I listen. He shot his shot, man. They probably don't even get to Game 7 if he didn't try in Game 6, and it worked. The sad part too that makes it worse is what a great start he was off to.
Oh man, hit 3 threes.
3 threes. He's a streaky shooter, and man, you could literally on the slow mo, you can see where it popped. You can see when it happened. So,
you can see it.
But again, it's that you know what I love about this whole story. There's not a whole lot. The outcome's not great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's his decision. You put it in front of him. You know the short and long term. You shoot your shot, man. You're in Game 7 of the finals.
I guess my question is, should it be his decision?
Yeah, I think it should.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Boy, that stinks.
There's just no way to know. Because, look, he played. What if they lost Game 6?
Yeah.
He played. Everything would have been fine, and he would have gone into the offseason.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a roll of a dice every time these guys take the
but not
to a
like
certain
this
degree.
is more. The percentages were way up, Jeff.
Yeah. Well, he did. Like I said,
I guess my question is: management, should a doctor, should someone have said no, you cannot play?
I don't think so. It's not life or death. He's gonna have a heart ailment or
But it's Game 7 of the NBA. Finals.
I get it.
You can't tell the man to sit if he wants to play. I mean, Durant made the same decision, and without those same consequences, and it happened. I mean, you roll the dice. Pacer. Listen, he doesn't think this. This is what I think. You ain't coming back. There ain't no more Game 7s in the NBA Finals for Tyrese Halliburton, I wouldn't think. I could be wrong.
Right.
A lot can happen in the next few years.
Right.
But shoot your shot, man. I'm okay with that. I would have played. If the same thing would have happened, who knows? But I give him credit, man. It's all about going and getting this win. Now, for the Pacers, you're right. Do they step back next year without Halliburton? You bet they do.
Sure they do.
Yeah. But were they going to make a run to the finals again next year with Halliburton? I don't think so, but they won't now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's interesting.
It's just hard. It's just disappointing. It's a hard.
I'm not sure there's a right or wrong answer.
No.
I guess I'm a little more like absolutely he should have played. I don't know. Maybe not. You could convince me. I think you could convince me that maybe he should not have played. But it would have been, of course, think about that. If he doesn't play,
my
he's
only
get hammered, right? He's going to get criticized.
Exactly.
My only absolutely is on him. Mm-hmm. What he absolutely wants to do, then that's what.
Sometimes the doctor has to take it out of his hands. With a franchise, you work for us.
I get it.
You work for us. We don't want you to play. You're not playing.
It's a good problem to have, I guess. So
yeah.
it just unfortunately the bad break happened. By the way,
and you knew. You knew. I mean, okay, Indiana was. They threw a heck of an effort at him in the first half.
No way.
You knew.
Yeah, that's too much to overcome. The ironic thing was this, Dan, because I got up and I watched through live. I watched through him getting hurt. I watched through the first quarter. But when I went back and watched, I was going to watch the rest of the game. I went back to the Halliburton play. And I went back about 2 or 3 possessions before it happened, thinking that was the possession. He had like 3 or 4 possessions in a row, that same move, that jab step, push off his back right foot and go to the basket. Because I kept thinking, nope, that's not it. And then, this is the one, that's not it. You just, you do it enough. And I'm sure that gives you this false sense of security. Okay, maybe there's a twinge, but we're good. But yeah, when he went down and that fist started pounding the floor, there was no doubt what the injury was.
We all knew.
Yeah, it wasn't a pulled calf. It was a torn Achilles. So
our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day, appropriate because of Tyrese Halliburton, and it's brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Florida Gators, and the PGA Tour. Right now, you can lock in on a fixed 4.99% interest rate for a limited time on select move-in ready homes. Ooh, I like that. 15 different locations around Jacksonville.
15 of them things.
Yes, there are. Thank you, E. And just go to dreamfindershomes.com, especially you first-time homeowners. Tell them Dream Finders Danny sent you. You'll be glad you did. Who do you feel most sorry for this weekend? Who do you feel most sorry for this weekend?
This is an easy one for me.
It's Halliburton.
Easy.
It's Tommy Fleetwood. Oof. It's the Coastal Carolina skipper, or it's me having to watch the Mets. Any one of those.
You're going to be last because you live such a glorious life. People just can't feel sorry for you. So I'll go ahead and spoiler alert. You're going to be DAL on that one.
Oh, dear.
I don't know why the manager. What did he do? He made a boneheaded move. Something. What happened?
He got tossed in the first inning
of the championship game.
Yeah,
I didn't see that. No, for me, this.
By the way, I got to say this about the Coast because everybody's this guy is a horse's patoot.
Is he?
This is the hypocritical jerk face, and rightfully so in some respects. Who ripped our guy, shredded our guy for language and blah blah blah. And then I'm glad he got tossed. Now,
what did he do? What was the incident?
It was the first inning. He can't argue balls and strikes. He got a warning. He kept going. He came out of the dugout. You can't swear. He swore again. Ump absolutely had a quick trigger finger. Hear me right. Ump absolutely had a quick trigger finger. Can't do that in Game 2 of the College World Series Finals. Nonetheless, personally, I enjoyed it.
He went out to right field and sat out there and drank beers with Mike Schilt. That's how the rest of the afternoon
He's a little
went.
bit shilty.
Okay, yeah.
He is a little bit shilty.
Without the L and the
But that's
D.
what he did.
Okay.
And then Tommy, of course.
Tommy, the story that I was going to transition to next out of Halliburton in the finals is that's about as nauseatingly hard to watch. I've seen them all blow it. It just hits different when it's Cantlay or some gorilla I don't care about. Tommy Fleetwood, by all accounts, is just a nice dude, man.
Oh, man.
He didn't take the live money. I have extra appreciation for the internationals and the Euros that didn't take the live and they stayed on tour because of this. Yeah. They stay on tour to have to clinch up, to have to try and win a golf tournament, not just get a fat paycheck with the band playing.
Not sure he can do it.
I don't know how you
do it. This is the easiest one.
The wedge shot on 18 is just, what are you doing, bro? You can't be. By the way, you're lucky you pulled it or he would have been in the bunker. It was so short. It was Bradley from 9 yards closer hit one more club. You know why? Because the moment's not too big for him, Thomas. You can't go two over in the last, whatever it was.
Anyway, Halliburton's the leader, 52.2. Yeah. Tommy second. Coastal Carolina skip just edging me, 339 votes. You can vote at Dan Hicken on social media throughout the day, or throughout the morning if you'd like. We'll give you the end results at the end. Yeah, I'm not sure Fleetwood's 37, isn't he?
He's not at least. Yeah, he's mid to late 30s.
I don't know that he's got
it
hanging
around forever. I don't
think he does.
That one he had the bottom line. This one showed more than any.
Oh, he's 34. That's good. He's only 30.
This showed more than any though the choke factor. Mm-hmm. When you lead a tournament by 2 or 3 shots for 2.5 days, you're supposed to win the tournament.
Well, he started the day up 3 and immediately was tied, and I was like, oh my gosh.
But then he got it back.
But then he got it back, and I'm like, all right. And then I kind of found. I like Keegan Bradley just fine, but I kind of found myself pulling for Tommy Fleetwood.
Me too.
I'd like to see, finally get this win. And he's got it. And then, to his credit, on 18, he put it in the fairway.
Right.
Huge shot.
Yeah.
I thought sure as heck he's going to bang it in the rough.
I think what he did.
I think the biggest shocker, though, from the golf is
missing
Scotty Scheffler on Saturday.
Yeah.
What in the heck
happened to him?
Went backwards right from the get-go.
Triple bogey on the first hole.
And then Justin Thomas made like an 8 on a par 5. Did you see his little up and down fiasco?
No.
He kept chipping it up, and it kept rolling back almost in the water. Did it 3 or 4 times.
Again.
Yeah.
But anyway, Fleetwood in the fairway, and it's not a long, like you said, he's got a wedge in his hands, man.
Let me tell you what he did there.
Oh,
this is what I think happened. I think he was between clubs. It was either take something off the 9 or hit the wedge, or have to hit the wedge as hard as you can. And I think in the moment he was afraid of trying to take something off the 9, and so he went with a formula that a lot of even amateur golfers use. They'd rather hit the shorter club as hard as they can than try and finesse it in that situation, and it just wasn't enough club.
Then you at least got to get up and down.
Yeah, it was a really bad first putt.
And he's still outside Bradley, and he gave Bradley the line.
But he looked like he kind of hit like a spike mark or something,
they
too.
said that.
But I still think he missed it. It was a whiffy, fanny, terrible. The bottom line with this one, like I said, there's just no escaping it now. The choke label is pinned to his chest. It's not going away if he doesn't win one. He's had other runner-ups. He's been in contention, but never just up one with the guy last hole, middle of fairway, almost on the green, below the tournament. Yeah. I mean, just a train wreck, dude.
Yeah.
Oof.
I hate it for him.
Yeah, hard to watch.
And good for Keegan Bradley, who's now going to put himself on his Ryder Cup team, and he should. He's earned it.
Did he not play his way in? Is he not in the points? He might be.
He's like 8th. 7th. He's right there.
What is it? 6
is
now?
Is it top 6, I think?
I can't. They've changed it enough times for me that.
Tommy, don't feel too bad for Tommy Fleetwood. He has made $26.6 million.
Yeah, and I don't feel like he's a check casher. He wants to win. He just can't win, dude.
Yeah.
And he's won he's won on the World Tour. He just hasn't won a PGA Tour event. But he's been probably on the last 4 or 5 Ryder Cup teams. He's been in contention in majors. But it's been a while. I can remember being in contention. I remember, he was in contention at the U.S. Open. I think it's the one Dustin won. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, if you got to pick that one up for your first and move on, man, and then see if some floodgates can't open for you.
I'm just learning something about Tommy Fleetwood here. I'm trying to confirm.
Okay.
Tommy Fleetwood's wife, Claire, is 57 years old. Tommy's 34. Now, Tommy looks 44, but nonetheless.
Oh, wow.
23-year age difference. She rejected him 3 times.
You can't put no number on love.
Hey, man.
Can't put no number on love,
Tommy B.
It's okay.
Hey, Tommy, be lucky to have Mrs. P. That's where I'll stand on that. Huh? Go ahead. I mean, love is love.
Business manager. Love is love.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's a beautiful 57-year-old.
Here's the thing that made me a little concerned when I first read his wife was 23-year age difference.
You thought the other way?
Wow.
Tommy married an 11-year-old.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord.
They went to some strange, alien land and got married.
Huh?
Yeah, no. Let me tell you what else was awful timing, and I think he took it in the right spirit that it was being offered. But here's my guy trying to win his first tournament at just some little, Connecticut stop.
Uh-huh.
And suddenly on 18, he's got the Ryder Cup against him. USA. Keegan's Captain America. He's Mr. New England. And so they were like, there was no.
It couldn't have been worse.
There was no rooting for Tommy Fleetwood. And so
nowhere to hide.
He misses. They cheer. He makes the USA. Fleetwood has to walk off like they're at Royal Liverpool or something.
Tommy would. It would be a great story. And it won't happen because Tommy, unfortunately, does have the choke factor in him. He does. He just. Now, look, maybe, but golly, it'd be great if he could win the Claret Jug.
I don't know what other tournament, this will be his worst, up 2 with X to go. What other, his other runner-ups or his other close calls, how close were they? Have we had other, is he up 4 with 8 to play?
I guess it's the putting that gets Tommy most of the time. He's pretty good tee to green.
I sure as sugar thought he'd miss that putt on 17. He had a bad putt there. He ran it by 6 feet.
Remember, because all day, if you were watching this, he talked to Butch Harmon last night, and Butch told him to be aggressive with his putter and worry about, and then he kept leaving him short, so they were sort of ripping him. Then he blows it by 6 feet. He didn't make it coming back.
And then on 18, the lesson learned there, get it to the hole. You see the line, you can come back, but he left it so short. And then he gave Keegan the line. It just couldn't have been any worse for your boy Tommy Fleetwood.
By the way,
couldn't have been any worse.
If Keegan had missed, Russell Henley with an incredible chip in would have gotten into the playoff.
Yeah.
But it was really like a tournament nobody wanted to win. Like, and then to Keegan's credit, he came back and won it.
Yeah.
But he had fallen back to 13 under. I kind of wrote him off.
There was a bunch of them.
I was like, J-Day. Nobody, every one of those guys kept messing up. I was like, is anybody going to go win this thing?
Does Kevin Durant's inclusion still earn the title blockbuster deal?
Winner Phoenix on the deal, in my opinion. Houston panicked. Houston was the 2 seed.
I know.
Why did they do that? Why did they break up all their chemistry
of all of it
for KD, who will be missing 30 games next year?
They have I tell you why. The same reason the Knicks gave up a bunch of, cachet to get Bridges.
Yeah.
The same reason you traded some of your guts to get Towns. You try and get that elite player that'll put you over.
Is he elite?
Durant?
Yeah.
He's more elite than the first two that we just mentioned. The other teams.
The other two that got traded?
He's definitely a top-tier scorer still.
The problem is
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this.
How many guys averaged 26 and 6 this year and another 4 assists? He averaged 26.6 rebounds, 4 assists.
I'm going to bet you this right now. No wheel or anything. You're welcome to join in if you'd like some of this action. Phoenix will be better. Houston will be worse.
Let me ask you this. Does this surprise you?
Okay.
The last 3 years, his age 33, 34, 35, or 34, 35, 36. He's averaged at least 25 points, 50% field goal shooting, and 40% on 3 in 3 straight years. It's the longest streak ever in the NBA, and that's where he is right now.
The last part of that surprises me. The other stuff doesn't, because I know he's one of the great shooters.
The fact that you're still doing it at that level indicates that you can definitely help. I just don't know where this guy fits anymore. Like, if you go get an alpha, he comes in and the team follows him. It doesn't feel like that's his persona. Or if it is, it didn't work in Brooklyn and it didn't work in Phoenix. So I have a hard time believing it'll work in Houston. But I don't know that. I guess you're only going to learn who won the deal, depending on the impact.
I think it'll be better for Phoenix, and I think it'll be worse for Houston.
I like that action. I think Houston will be better.
You think Houston will be better?
Because those places where he failed at, there were multiple alphas, like in Brooklyn, and in Phoenix. They all thought that they were alphas.
Weren't there multiple alphas in Golden State?
Yeah, but that's when he was at his peak prime.
Okay.
He hasn't been the same since.
All right.
And so now here in Houston, he's the guy. There are some young guys, but he would be the guy. Okay. I think it'll be all right.
All right. Well, we'll side dish on that one.
Well, Jalen Green is a young superstarish player. That's why Houston's given up. To your point,
I think he'll fit in better with Devin Booker, and I think Phoenix will be
Dylan
better.
Brooks is kind of enforcer, and they also get the number 10 pick. So
now, is Dylan Brooks the bad guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You're putting a lot on Durant's ability to put you over the top. But listen, here's one thing that Houston team seemed to be too, like wide open. Just wide open, man. You worried about like team chemistry or some, like these wildly fluctuating performances. It felt like Jalen Green could go for 38 one game and then be 3 for 19 the next. So you're looking for that stability. But again, what gives me greatest pause in thinking this is a monumental, quote, blockbuster move is that I just watched 2 teams take Kevin Durant that much earlier in his age progression. The Brooklyn Nets and then the Phoenix Suns got him to be what the Rockets are getting him to be, and he hasn't come close. So I just don't know why suddenly with Houston. Now, he's got good talent around him, man. That twin, the other one plays for Thompson, is a good player. Sengun is a really good player. But Jalen Green was kind of their best player, so we'll see.
We'll see. All right, we're just warming up. It's a Monday. A lot of sports happenings over the weekend, and we'll kick them around next in the 10-minute drill. It's all right ahead here on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
A shout out to LSU, the Tigers. Boy, it's close to a college baseball dynasty as you'll find. That's 8 championships for LSU, all since 1991. Second most all time behind USC. 8 since 1991. That's pretty doggone good. Baton Rouge North, call them Baton Rouge, whatever you want to do. Baseball, they are a powerhouse. Also gave the SEC its 6th straight national title in baseball and 11th in 16 years. And then give the skipper some credit, Jay Johnson, first Division I coach to win 2 titles in his first 4 years at a school. No other coach had accomplished that feat in fewer than 8 seasons. That's a lot of numbers to tell you that LSU is, boy, they find those pitchers, don't they? And they probably got a couple first-round draft picks who pitched them to a College World Series this time around.
All day, every day, year after year. Duval counts on 1010XL.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC experts, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hey, get here, my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Oh, there's nothing like Beaches Dermatology as far as taking care of your skin. Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, they're the best in the business. Dr. Fader will take care of you if you need that Mohs surgery. But hopefully you don't, because hopefully you're taking care of your skin in the sun. Here in the Sunshine State, man, you got to protect that stuff. You're going golfing, you're going outside fishing, you work outside all day long. Man, put on that floppy hat, protect those ears, get those long sleeve dry fits, get on that sunscreen, whatever it takes to protect your skin, please do so. They want to remind you to do that. If something should come up, though, go get it checked out. Don't wait. And the best way to do that is go to beachesdermatology.com, because there's many locations to serve you at the beach. Just check it out and find out where and which one is best to serve you. It's beachesdermatology.com. That's beachesdermatology.com.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. As temperatures warm up around us, ants come out in droves. And when they move into your home or business, it's unnerving. Terminix knows that ants add up fast, but Terminix subtracts them faster, because living with ants isn't any fun. When ants show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with an ant problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey, John, have you seen the exciting 2025 lineup at Randy Marion Cadillac?
They've got the Lyric, IQ, Optique, and the stunning Vistique. It's a Cadillac lover's dream.
And the best part, over 100 new Cadillacs are in stock and ready for you to drive home today.
Plus, it's the perfect time to trade in your Tesla and experience luxury and performance like never before.
Visit us today at Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville.
Don't miss out on these incredible vehicles. Your new Cadillac awaits.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Attention North Florida, it's time to elevate your game night. Head to Best Bet, your premier destination for poker. With locations in Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine, we have a seat ready for you. Whether you're a seasoned poker player or just starting out, we have you covered with easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em or 3-card poker. And it's not just poker. With delicious food, lively bars, and big screen events, there's something for everyone. Visit BestBetJax.com to learn more. That's BestBetJax.com. And ante up for fun.
Keeping kids active is a full-time job for parents. Look no further, though, than I-9 Sports, covering Duval, St. John's, and Clay to get your youngster in the game. Summer and fall registration open right now for flag football, soccer, t-ball, and basketball, plus girls volleyball at Duval Charter Bay Meadows. Fields and gyms all over the First Coast, and the best thing is I-9 Sports offers sports year-round, so kids can always find something to do. i9sports.com, enter 1010 in the promo code.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the the Duval sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Dailies Dash today to get your delicious Duval sub. Dailies is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm Max Fink, and I'll bring you the Gator Report several times weekly to keep you connected to Gainesville.
The Gator Report, put together by San Jose Collision on the home of the Florida Gators, 1010XL.
Go Gators!
Gang, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney, Matty is, but we both want to know, have you done your last will? Man, Dan, I don't know why you bring that up. That's depressing. No, it's not. Something you got to take care of, something you want to do because you work hard for your money. You want to get the money to the people that you choose. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Right? You want to have as much money as you can for your loved ones. Matt Hinson will listen. He'll help you with your decisions. He'll provide you info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's the Hinson Law Firm. Real easy to get a hold of Maddie. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boat-Cierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Joe C. for Preferred Roofing, reminding you your roof is more than just felt and shingles. It's a system that not only keeps your home dry, but also impacts your heating and cooling bills. Preferred Roofing and Construction is a GAF Master Elite Roofing Contractor lauded for having the ability to educate and inform homeowners on their options. Why GAF and Preferred Roofing? They're veteran-owned and operated with ties to Duval for decades. A family business ready to make sure your family has a good roof over its head. Log on, preferredroofingjax.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Yeah. Yeah, we got sports concepts. We got sports rationalizations. We got the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. He says, no, Dan, it's razzle dazzle. I said, okay, what are we handing out this week, sir?
Well, earlier this morning, Jeff announced how well the Jumbo Shrimp are playing.
Yes.
They won the first half. Good for them. They're a playoff team.
That being said, I got a pair of voucher tickets to the Jumbo Shrimp game at VyStar Park. Shrimp are taking on Nashville this weekend in a 6-game series, so one lucky winner can wear a pair of tickets. Go check out them Jumbo Shrimp. Holla at your boy.
All right, that sounds good. This just doesn't seem fair. This is along the lines of that Tom Brady story that I told earlier. But I've gotten a text on the text line this morning, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. It says, Jeff, you were right about Tommy Fleetwood. Poor guy. I just, he'd asked me last week, can he win? I don't know. He doesn't seem to. Then he goes, poor guy. He goes, my wife, the Hall of Fame Guns N' Hoses boxer, Deb. Remember Deb Avery? Deb?
Yes.
Remember her? Had another hole-in-one, quote-unquote. So, and he sends me the scorecard, Dan, but it's not the hole-in-one here at the Blue Sky Golf Course.
Shout out Blue Sky.
On number 16. It's not that she got a 1. I look at her card. She shot 70, Dan.
Oh, dear.
In the Guns N' Hoses Hall of Fame, 70 with a hole-in-one.
Pretty impressive.
What the heck?
Pretty impressive. That Fanatics thing is a huge thing now. I mean, they had every athlete.
TV?
I don't know.
No,
that's got to be televised. They're very watchable this weekend.
It must be in New York because WFAN was there.
Yeah, it's definitely New York.
But they must pay out the yin-yang because they had KD there when the trade was being broke. He was sitting on stage.
They were giving away cars and watches.
He had to know that he was getting because he smiled. He knew.
But nonetheless, he was still sitting on stage, and they say, I think it was Taylor Rooks.
Yeah, Taylor Rooks.
Yes, I think he was sitting with her when she said, "Hey, they're all screaming here. What's
the fans were yelling?
Oh, you've been traded to the Rockets," and he just smiled, kind of. So I mean, I knew he knew that it was going, but I mean, Brady and Manning goofing around, and Manning jumping on the back of Brady, and Brady ripping a Manning jersey up, and
Bron, KD,
LeBron just
Wemby.
getting heckled by New York fans.
Yep.
Oh, they were killing him. He's walking outside, and they're just killing. You'll never be Jordan, LeBron. You'll never be Jordan.
It sounds just like that.
Oh my gosh, those guys are the worst.
They definitely cutting the check. The Fanatics Fest.
Oh, I mean, these must be like $5 million, $10 million appearance fees or something.
For sure.
Because these boys are sitting there signing autographs for. I mean,
I wonder if it wasn't like made for like it'll air at some point. It's hard to believe paying all that out without some sort of like.
I mean, where
are you making money?
What part of it do you want to air though? It's like Comic-Con for sports.
Yeah, basically.
Well, hold on, no, they did like closest to the pin.
Yeah, but that's just a small part of it. They had the 8 autograph session. I know it's Fanatics.com. It's FanaticsCon or whatever.
Well, the point that I would like to see packaged up and I'd like to watch would be the 8 event part. Whatever. I don't care about watching them do interviews or seeing thing, but I want to see like so-and-so. I can do 30 minutes. So-and-so.
But it was packed with sports. I mean, sports fans knew about it, and it was
like it's because like they have a bunch of panels. I think that might be the main thing is all the sit down panels, and they may get to ask the guys questions. But yeah, to Jeff's point, I'm
not talking about all that.
That might be like an extra little caveat because I'd like to see that too.
Yeah, but it was like
and sometimes they'll put together like an hour.
Called Fanatics Fest. It was at the Javits Center for 20th, 21st, 22nd. Appearances by numerous athletes and celebrities. The event includes autograph sessions, photo opportunities, panel discussions, and a unique skills competition.
Mm-hmm.
Fanatics Fest is designed to bring together fans and celebrities from various sports. LeBron James, Tom Brady, Derek Jeter, Kevin Hart, and many more. 50 athletes, celebrities, and 50 fans will compete across 8 sports-themed events. That's what you were talking
just kind of pick and choose there and put it together. And I mean, the fact that Brady wins. I guess it's, by the way, his walkout, he shredded a Eli Manning jersey.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, you did. You said that. I was reading a text from Joe who said the same thing.
I mean, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, Victor Wembanyama, A-Rod, Kevin Hart, Travis Scott, Jay-Z, Kevin Costner, John Cena. They had this one thing where you punch the
strike thing,
and you hit it and see how hard you hit it, and Cena couldn't. It was just, I mean, it was incredible.
Those are A-list celebrities.
That's what I mean. I mean, I just want to know how much. Fanatics is a huge
This
company.
is like Fanatics, the clothing company that's born here in Jacksonville.
And I'm sure they sold. I'm sure they made a ton of money, and it's $2 million games. And
it was just a small Fanatics. To my knowledge, was just a small local store.
Yeah,
right here.
Yeah.
Shout out Traegers.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's gone from a store at the mall, at a couple of malls like the Orange Park and Avenues Mall to this. Amazing. Now, I think the local interest, they sold the company, I think, years ago.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak out of turn, but yeah, shoot, I can remember.
They did not disclose the specific amounts paid to celebrities for their participation in Fanatics Fest.
Brady gave away the $1 million he won.
Yeah.
He gave it back to the field and to charity.
The Fanatics games had a total of $2 million in prizes, $1 million for the winner, a Ferrari 812 GTS for second place, and a rare LeBron James rookie card that the guy in third sold to Brady for like $250,000.
Yeah, like $250,000, I think. It was good. It would be good if you were one of the fans that placed. Right? I mean, you can walk out of that thing.
Fanatics founder Michael Rubin has stated Fanatics Fest is not intended to be a profit-making event, according to
Just kind of a give back and a celebration of sports, huh?
I guess.
They need to write off some money. That's what that sounds like. We need to waste some money here. Get some stuff written off.
Wow. That's a big deal.
We once did a show. You were probably a 10th grader out there at Clay High, but Dan and I once did a show from the Fanatics at the Orange Park Mall.
For real?
Yeah.
I know exactly what y'all talking
about. Yeah, 100%. We sat right out there in front of the, and then after that, there was some sort of like a pep rally deal going at the mall. Right? Cheerleaders were out there, that whole deal.
Y'all boys untouched all over the place.
Live podcasts were there. Johnny Manziel, Jeff T.
I wonder if Fred and them were there.
Yeah, we'll have to ask.
Yeah.
Ask him today.
Yeah.
With the Monday morning running back, in fact.
Yeah. This is He wants his company's commerce business to grow from $7 billion to $15 billion by
sure you do.
2030,
Yeah, I do
focusing
too.
on licensed products.
I was thinking the same thing about Sports Final LLC. Kind of the same kind of goals, targets.
Fanatics was selling tiers of passes to Fanatics Fest, ranging from $60 single-day adult tickets to VIP passes that cost in the thousands of dollars. Also selling separate paid photo op and autograph opportunities. The schedule was,
yeah, it just looks like it'd be a lot of fun.
For example, you don't
have to pay
11 a.m. day one. Cooper DeJean, Brandon Dawkins, Nick Foles, and more.
Yeah.
The champs are here, they called that. Sports are fun with Kelly
Brian
O'Hara.
Dawkins.
Yeah, it says Brandon Dawkins.
You probably got that wrong.
CeeDee Lamb and Kevin Hart. Cold as Balls, episode 4. CM Punk and Kevin Hart. Paul Rodriguez and Kevin Hart. Brandon Tierney and Wayne Corbett. Marshawn Lynch, Michael Robinson, Breece Hall. Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford were there. Tom Brady, Kevin Hart, Dana White.
That thing is loaded.
Man, oh, man.
There has got to be some tie from some of these athletes or celebrities to
Stephen A. was there with his man purse.
Nice.
He had a crossbody sling.
He did have a man purse.
All right, stop me if you heard
Does that
this.
bother you, E?
No, not at all.
Stop me if you've heard this before. There's a situation brewing that could change college football. We got another one, and I'm surprised that it's taken this long for this topic to get to the courts. But Wisconsin's ready to take it to the courtroom.
Yeah, good for that.
So we'll see what we'll tell you what we're talking about. It involves the University of Miami, and now just like another layer to what's going on in college sports. And by the way, Miami would be far from the only to employ these strategies, but we're going to see what comes of it, and if it does, that change to the college football structure. So
6-4, go.
Yeah, no.
641-1010, come kind, come courteous, come correct. E, tell them one more time what they're going to win.
Pair of voucher tickets to see the Jumbo Shrimp at the VyStar Ballpark. Shrimp face Nashville this weekend in a 6-game series, but one lucky winner will wear a pair of tickets to go check them out. 904-641-1010, I'll let your boy.
Somewhere on a beach.
On a beach towel, my shades on, my drinks up, and the sun's out. I'm somewhere on a beach.
Someone is listening to 1010XL.
Call 904-500-COOL. Ideal Conditions.
Need a new air conditioning system? Don't sign anything. Call Ideal Conditions Heating and Air Conditioning, your AC experts. Just ask your AC. For brand new systems, we have special financing for 60 months, subject to credit approval and for approved systems. Call for details.
Call 904-500-COOL.
Honk if you see us. Call for service.
Ideal Conditions.
IdealConditionsJax.com.
Yo, Jacksonville, Hicken here with a game changer. Look, gang, we've tested the field and we've decided Checkmate Coatings is the new go-to for durable jaw-dropping floor coatings. That's Checkmate Coatings. Better play, better result. Yeah, you need your floor coated, your garage. Start with that. Oh, man. Talk to Brendan, the owner of Checkmate Coatings. He'll tell you all about it. He'll tell you how it gets done. He'll break it down for you, man. He'll show you exactly what is going to occur. And it's any coating, right? Any floor, rather. You can do the pool deck, the patio. You can do the driveway. Brendan will take care of you, and his true Jacksonville crew keeps prices low with no massive overhead. So do yourself a favor. Slam dunk your floors at Checkmate Coatings. Go to checkmatecoatings.com for all your information. Checkmatecoatings.com. Checkmate Coatings, your floors, missing piece.
These days, guys who go engagement ring shopping have a really good idea of what she wants.
I was looking for something very specific. My wife shared some notes with me with what she was looking for.
Meet Jacksonville's Richard Skinner.
I did some research online. I called around the city. I shopped at other stores.
But Richard found the best deal, the best ring, the best customer service at locally owned Beard's Diamonds.
We did shop around that stone and that particular setup with different jewelers, and Beard's was able to come in significantly lower. It was a no-brainer.
But way more than the price, it was truly a beautiful ring in a custom setting with a hand-picked, large, dazzling emerald-cut diamond. Literally breathtaking.
Oh, yeah. When she saw it, she couldn't talk for about 30 minutes. Her eyes got all watery and her face got red, and almost had a panic attack.
So don't make her settle for a chain store ring. Get something special that reflects her unique style, taste, and personality at Beard's Diamonds.
It's a one-of-a-kind piece.
Beard's Diamonds, Jacksonville's only locally owned direct diamond importer.
I'm the hero.
At the St. John Town Center.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Vari here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Vari Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit VariOrthopedics.com.
Teach your birdies to sing with Dan, Jeff, and PGA pros on Brunch with the Tour. Teed up by Clearwater Irrigation and Apex Roofing and Contracting. Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A. 8:30 Tuesday morning on 1010XL.
The housing market is as busy as ever on the First Coast. And if you've moved in or moved on, make sure you have a team of trained electricians ready to help. American Electrical can make sure you're up to date electrically and maximize your living experience. Smart home automation services, home theater systems, outdoor and dock lighting, and backup generators. American Electrical can do it all. A team you can trust with highly trained technicians ensuring you have the best living experience. American-Electrical.com, a leader on the First Coast and powered by professionalism.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. College football finally got it right. They've now announced that there will be straight seeds. You win your conference, that gets you into the tournament. But it doesn't mean you'll be seated high. The best teams will be seated high. Sometimes college football takes forever to get it right. This one they finally got right. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here, experienced professional grade at Nimnik Buick GMC, home of the largest inventory of GMC Sierras in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. This month, save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierra 1500s or enjoy rates as low as 0% APR financing. That's right, 0%. You can't find deals like this anywhere else in Jacksonville, so shop 24/7 online at NimnikBuickGMC.com or visit the showroom on Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234 plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Well, got something here on the text line. I hope you're happy. I know you are.
I am happy.
Yeah, your sports joy is often fueled by others' pain.
Okay.
So from the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, well, Dan, you wanted me to feel pain. I'm feeling it. Mr. Eden Kendall. I hope you're happy.
Good.
It's a nice.
I tell you what else I like. I like
nice
Reggie
dude.
Miller feeling pain.
Okay. Well, and Reggie hasn't texted.
Reggie hasn't texted?
Yeah. I'm
sorry to Mr. Eden Kendall, but he deserves it.
No, well, there you go.
He went through look, you got us, but you went through in the finals kind of what we went through with you guys. You went to a game and you lost. I went to a game and we lost.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, you lost.
The next sentence is they had a better year than you.
Yes.
I got a reminder yesterday, Hick, It's been a while. It's been a while since, listen, I've been to the beach a number of times. We live here in Florida. We've been on vacations. You have all kinds of fun. But, for me, my beach days, Dan Hicken, for the most part, have been just me and Mrs. P hopping out to the beach real quick, real easy.
Mm-hmm.
I got a reminder yesterday just what an enterprise it is, like going to the beach with like a whole family and a little kid and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's some kind of setup and breakdown, man. It's like boot camp. E.T.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, because you got. By the way, the best invention ever. I don't know how we survive without
the wagon
and these tents, like these beach tents.
Goodness, woo!
Like I see y'all out there, man. You're a sturdier band of people than me. I don't know how y'all just lay out there in that sun, man. Oh. So anyway, bottom line, beach guy now apparently. Heck, I'll be going to the beach every weekend. So if we're gonna leave for the beach at 10, I'll get up going about 5:30. Maybe I'll get everything packed up and ready to go and.
It's a big day.
Actually, packing to go there's not that bad. It's coming home with all that sand,
all
wet,
the sand
sunburned, and that ride home. That's a hard one. That's a harder one. You've never been a Jersey guy, Hick. Do you even own a jersey?
No.
Yeah. So you're not.
Yeah.
Like ET's. I'm not a Jersey guy either. I'm not completely like anti. I think one of the reasons we're not is because football wise, we're always covering stuff, so we're not in the stands like jerseyed up. I'm not anti-Jersey. I could see the look. So I was going to ask you this question, though, because I know you're not a Jersey guy.
Mm-hmm.
If you lost a bet and you had to wear nothing, your casual wear every day for a month would be a jersey. What would it be?
If I had to wear
You had to wear a jersey every day. Like today, you'd be wearing a jersey. You had your casual wear. Now, if you're going to work or something, but your casual wear for a month straight is a jersey. What jersey would it be?
Like one jersey?
Yes, just one. You got to pick a jersey. E, where are you on this question?
Yeah, I got tons. I'm probably going like a LeBron jersey.
Oh, yeah. Well, you already have one.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, where are you on this question for Dan? How are you liking this question?
I like it.
Post him, yeah.
I would have thought it would have been some type of Mets jersey.
It might be. I had my answer in my head, but then we're going to see where we end up. It might not. It might be a Gator jersey, football. It might be.
It could be.
Part of it comes down to this. Now, this is me. This is my preference. To me, if I was going to wear a jersey, I like the style of the baseball jersey the best.
Yeah, that's
like more than a football jersey or a basketball jersey.
It's more fashionable.
Yeah, so I would tend to go baseball jersey if it were me.
But
that's just
the batter's jersey or the button up.
Yeah, the button up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. I thought it would be one of two most likely. I'm not wearing a Knicks jersey because I'm not showing off my guns.
Sun's out, guns out.
Yeah.
And the whole tank top, that's a young man's game. The NBA jersey is a young man's game. The other ones you can get away with till you die.
So it would either be a throwback Jaguar jersey or a Mets jersey.
Okay.
Is what I would.
It's got to be a player.
It would probably be it would probably be somebody different cuz like I consider like Brunell and I know Fred and Tone. I wouldn't be one of those guys.
That's fair.
Touchdown Tommy Bohannon?
Yeah, somebody like that. Somebody from the 90s. Yeah, like the one that nobody knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Ryan Christopherson or
give Mike Hollis some love.
Sean Bowens.
Yeah.
Somebody I
Todd
don't
Fordham.
see ever. I know those guys.
Yeah, Todd, that's true.
So guys that I don't
remember these numbers? Was Hollis one? Wasn't he number one?
Yeah.
That would be good for you.
Or I could wear any Mets jersey. And it would probably be a City Connects baseball.
Okay. I would have lost.
Yeah.
I would have gone Met Seaver. Like if he had to wear a jersey for a month, I would have gone Met Seaver.
That's a good one.
But again, it's hard when you're not exactly making the choice.
By the way, but it's not mine, but
BTW.
in my man cave,
right?
One of my
I saw this.
I have a Mets jersey hanging there. I have a Hicken Jags jersey.
Yeah, Hicken Jags jersey.
I remember that.
I have a couple of those, but I still don't wear. I would not wear a Hicken Jags jersey.
No, of course not. Unless you lost a bet.
Although now I could probably get away with it and say, yeah, I played in the 90s. I had a cup of coffee up there.
I was a punter.
I was on the taxi squad. You remember the taxi squad?
I do. I think that might have been gone by the 90s.
I was on the taxi squad. So Whiskey's suing Miami.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Is this the next, shoe to fall in changing the setup
and
of
it's
college?
Not because it's Miami. It's because it's the right thing to do, and they should. Listen, you can't. I don't get you. Listen, you sign a contract. You should be committed to the contract. You must uphold the contract.
Well,
you don't let the kid out of it either, though. The kid is also responsible. So, be it the school, the kid, whomever. If I'm giving you, let's say, and I don't know how it works, okay. But let's say I gave you $6 million for 4 years, and I gave you the $6 million up front, and you leave after 1. You can keep a quarter of the 6. You owe me the rest.
I think that is
it's the way it
somewhat
works.
the case, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Wisconsin had a guy on their team, a returner, that they had already agreed to an NIL, a 2-year NIL to keep him there.
Yeah.
His name's Xavier Lucas.
Yep.
He's
from Pompano Beach.
Right. He's not mentioned my name in the lawsuit, but the details line up after he left Wisconsin in January to join Miami's football program, the number 1 cornerback in the transfer portal. Wisconsin alleges Miami intentionally interfered and tampered with Lucas's deal with the Badgers not long after he received a substantial payment following the deal's execution. And then they say this in a statement. Miami's interference caused student athlete A to breach the university contract, resulting in great harm to Wisconsin-Madison. Such harm includes, without limitations, the loss of student athlete with valuable NIL rights, who plaintiff anticipated having in their program for the 2025 season and beyond. Further harms include the loss of financial benefits that UW-Madison stood to receive from student A's continued participation in its football program. So they want compensation for the financial and reputational harm. And more than anything, there needs to be something put in place here. They're trying to rein in the Wild West, and they're not doing a good job.
No.
They still can't quite come up with like good, tried and true, hard, fast. It's like they keep waiting on somebody else to make them adhere to something, doesn't it? Like, make Congress tell us how much we have to spend. Make the courts tell us that you're not allowed to do this. Where's the leadership within college sports?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like there's a ton there.
I see that Darren Heitner was representing Lucas. He always seems to be in the middle of everything.
He was the Gator Collective at one point?
No, he's...
why do I know that name?
He's a lawyer in South Florida.
Okay.
He represents a lot of these guys, and he went to Florida, but his allegiance is to green, as in cash.
Yeah, as, unfortunately a lot are.
So...
Joe now to call and talk about.
I don't want to talk about this.
He's going to talk. He wants to call about Rashada.
I don't want to talk about this specific case. I don't care that it's Miami and Wisconsin. What I care about is that there needs to be regulation. Good morning, Joe.
Top of the morning, boys.
Yes.
There should be some regulation. They always come for us, bro. You don't find that kind of ironic?
You know who you're like. You know who you're like. You and Charlton K. Gainey should hang out because because all you do is whine about how Miami gets screwed when they don't, and all he does is whine about how Tennessee gets screwed by refs and officials and voters when they don't. But go ahead.
This what I find rich from you two guys.
Yes, sir.
What about the quarterback that y'all promised him like $7 million?
Told you.
We had players
took less than a minute.
Yeah.
If you had the over-under on a minute on when Joe would make this story about Jaden Rashada, then there you go.
Yeah.
Under a minute. It's
exactly, bro. There should be some. The schools should be held.
Hey,
numbnuts.
Sort of, numbnuts. Isn't Rashada suing Florida and Napier?
He should be.
Well, he is. So let's see how it works out.
Saying that he should.
Let's see how it works.
Should do that?
Huh?
Who said
no? We said there should be regulation.
Like y'all say, the guys should sue Miami.
Yeah.
Y'all just said that Wisconsin should do it. You said.
Yeah. I'm glad someone is standing up. I don't care what schools it is, but I'm glad that somebody's standing up and saying, "Hey, wait a second. This kid." And again, I don't know the parameters, so I have no idea what it is. But the nonsense needs to stop. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
and the kids should be held accountable too. We can't. Oh, he's just a child. Not anymore.
I agree. What I'm saying is that the accountability standpoint, for years and years and years, the means of production in this multi-billion-dollar entertainment industry were not paid. Y'all were saying, and I'm saying y'all just as a generic, oh, they're getting a college education. Well, the coach is making freaking $8 million, and you're telling me that a kid is getting a free education.
But that has nothing to do with it. I mean, I get it. So we all agree. Kids should get some money.
Yeah, but I'm agreeing that on the side of you're saying that the kids should be held accountable, which they should be. I'm saying the school? What's the word I'm looking for? The school, I'm looking for a bigger word that encapsulates what this whole system is. The system should be held accountable.
It's corrupt.
So when you tell Rashada he's going to get $7 million, then and then you don't pay him, and he moves from being a commit to Miami, my thing is just the hypocrisy. You guys didn't say, and I'm laughing when I'm saying it, y'all didn't say, that's right, Jordan Rashada should sue because they should be held accountable. No, I ain't say that. But then Miami gets sued for some nonsense. We didn't even talk to that kid, bro. And I'm not
again. See, you take it, you get him out of here because he takes it personally.
Such a whiner, man.
And it's not personal. It just happens that it's Miami. I don't give a damn.
Shut it.
I don't care who it is.
Stop.
I'm just saying. Get some. Listen, I don't.
If Florida did Jaden Rashada dirty and they were dumb and they got to pay him $7 million, so what?
I don't care.
I could care less.
I don't care.
No one cares.
Yeah.
But now this story today about that's being all over the platforms about this could lead to more and could change things.
Yeah.
It's the story today. It's not the story today for you to call in and talk about a story 2 years ago.
Or how Miami's getting screwed.
Golly, man.
We got to take a break. 8 o'clock hour next. This is the drill.
Throughout history, significant numbers have made their mark on our minds. That includes sports and radio.
And this one's going to be 10-10.
1010 XL.
And welcome back to another episode of Potty Talk with our current champion. So what's your secret to your perfect plumbing proficiency?
It's simple, really. Roland Reach Plumbing is always the right answer.
Roland Reach Plumbing, 260-7059.
Here for my friends at Zero Res. Man, I love the cleaning freaks. They come out to my house all the time. Why? Because it makes your house look better, feel better, smell better. And it's a great time to get it done right here, right? Summertime. Take care of your home, man. And Zero Res, those guys, man, they got no problem. They can handle any type of surface. Carpets, tile and grout, hardwood, laminate, stone, upholstery, rugs, air ducts. They do it all. In fact, this summer, how about 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at $129? And go ahead and take 20% off the air duct cleaning as well. Hey, you don't believe me how good Zero is? Check out their Google ratings. 4.9 rating on Google, more than 8,000 reviews. That's 4.9 out of a possible 5.0. Visit ZeroResJacksonville.com or call 287-5727. That's 287-5727. Ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res. You spell it forwards. Zero Res. You spell it backwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I'm Drew Scrimshire, president and publisher of the Jacksonville Business Journal. In business, timing is everything. That's why every morning at 8:15, our morning edition delivers the most important business news straight to the inboxes of Jacksonville's decision makers, executives, entrepreneurs, investors, and industry leaders. Want to know what the First Coast power players are reading before they start their day? Join them. Subscribe today to the Jacksonville Business Journal Morning Edition at bizjournals.com/Jacksonville.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental. With light sedation for cleaning, then deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, 2 locations in Jacksonville.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. Get closer to nature.
Trying to get closer to these bucks out here.
Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Favor, and Captain Kirk Waltz. The Nimnicht Outdoor Show. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Saturday morning 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Hello, I'm Joe Cordell, founder of Cordell & Cordell.
Divorce is complicated, especially when your small business or professional practice is involved. At Cordell & Cordell, we understand that these assets raise unique valuation and allocation issues. For 35 years, we've helped doctors, lawyers, and small business owners navigate divorce with confidence. Call us at Cordell & Cordell. Let me tell you, I understand on a personal level, your business is much more than a job. It's your legacy.
Jacksonville, Florida. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois. CordellCordell.com.
Mia here for Closets by Design. It's been a few months since they built my custom closet, and you know how much I love it. My family is obsessed. With summer here, why not finally create that custom garage workspace you and your dad want? Think tool storage, workbenches, a place for everything to go. Closets by Design creates custom solutions for every space, lifestyle, and budget. That includes all you guys. Call to schedule your free in-home consultation and receive 40% off plus an additional 15% off. ClosetsByDesign.com.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey, and I only like to recommend the best, which is why I'm proud to say that I chose Pella Windows and Doors for my own home. And now's a great time to upgrade your home with 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years of interest-free payments on the best windows and doors in the business. Don't wait. Schedule a free consultation at PellaJacks.com or visit their showroom on Phillips Highway just north of Bay Meadows. For quality you can trust and savings you can't miss, that's Pella Windows and Doors.
Maxed out on credit cards, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
Got a leaky faucet? AC blowing hot air? No worries. DuckDuckRooter has your back. Call 904-862-6769 or visit DuckDuckRooter.com. DuckDuckRooter. Plumbing, septic, AC, and a whole lot of quacking good service.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. Travis Hunter is officially a Jaguar. The number 2 overall pick inked his rookie deal Sunday. He's thrilled to be with a team that's letting him unleash his full two-way skill set.
It's a blessing. I'm very excited to be at a place that they, let me go ahead and be myself and let me do what I do.
On the links, Keegan Bradley stole the spotlight at the Travelers Championship, birdieing the 72nd hole to edge out Tommy Fleetwood and claim the final signature event of the PGA Tour season. And in a historic night for hoops, the Oklahoma City Thunder captured their first NBA title, taking down the Indiana Pacers in Game 7. Meanwhile, the Jumbo Shrimp jumped out early but couldn't hold on, falling 6-4 to the Syracuse Mets. After today's day off, they're back home Tuesday to kick off a 6-game set with the Nashville Sound. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:02 and it's 77 degrees. Your time and your tip is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. This is the Drill, 8 o'clock hour, kicking and rolling. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Some summertime here in Jacksonville, Florida. Jaguars off and about, doing their thing.
Yeah, it's only a month. It's a month from yesterday, the rookies report, so it'll be be on you quick. It's been a busy, life for Travis Hunter. I saw he was out in Texas fishing with Dion during the week. Some of that video dropped, and then he was out this weekend at the beaches for an event that was going on out there. And
first non-quarterback not drafted first overall to get his signing bonus entirely up front, $30.57 million. Last of the top 10 draft picks to sign his contract. Only 2 remain unsigned. Edge rusher Shamar Stewart of the Bengals. And Denver cornerback Jahdae Barron, who was selected 20.
I don't I do not miss at all those days. And you younger sports fans are lucky that you weren't around for the days of the holdout. It was the worst.
Yeah.
Just brutal. Just nervous and waiting the whole time to get your first rounder in. It was bad for everyone. There was a day, man, where you get to, a week within the start of the regular season, there'd be 3 or 4 or 5 guys that still had to come to terms. There was no scale. So, guys would hold out for the world. And it's got to be good for business and for these franchises that they can pretty much be guaranteed when they come back for training camp, they got everybody on board. So, Hunters took a little longer. It was kind of whispered around, like in the back channels. And, why is this taking so long? But got paid yesterday. And how?
He got paid. I saw this over the weekend, and it's still another reason to have optimism. There's so many reasons to have optimism when it comes to Florida Gator football. And they return a lot of starters back. I saw the story, and it's one of the most in the country. So again, it's I think Arizona State has the most. But yeah, so certainly something to get excited about. If you're looking, I was trying to find it, but I can't. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I think it's 13 different starters.
I think
including the important, like when you think about the important positions, you got those guys.
I'll tell you an important group of players right now at Florida. They are those freshmen going into year 2, some of whom have been flashing in workouts, and many of whom you don't know their names yet because you forget. Because it's the depth is where the concern lies for Florida. If top 22, they're matching up well with the best teams in the league. If you're going by, future draft picks or all conference list or top 100 players, there's a lot of measurables where the starting unit of Florida measures up with the rest of the conference. I think the question and worry becomes if you lose those players, what are you left with?
I think their depth is pretty good. Arizona State has 17 back. Illinois has 16. You'd wondered why Illinois was getting so much love, including their quarterback. Arizona State has their quarterback back as well. Clemson has 16 guys back, including their quarterback. Texas A&M has 15 back, including their quarterback who beat Florida last year. Bama has 14. Iowa State has 14. Penn State, Pitt, 14. And then Baylor, Florida, Michigan, all with 13. Missouri, 13 as well. So FSU only has 6 back, which may be a good thing. If you're looking at what you want from those guys. But when you get the right guys back, it's a pretty positive thing for Florida going forward. And you think about they have 4 of their 5 on the offensive line, which is big. Their starting running back's not back, but you feel good about the running back room. Defense, you've got Banks and Sapp and Pup and Devin Moore and Castell and Thornton are all back. So
and also to be stated, because of these goals and this ceiling, because of the schedule, Florida has to play their whole season on that same upswing that they were on at the end of the year, because still all things total, they were very middle of the pack on total offense, total defense, some of those stats. Now again, they that 2-week stretch, especially the Ole Miss LSU weeks, they we're playing at a different level. I think you're going to have to play on that one, that ascending level, because, 386 a game last year, 60th, 50th.
I want to bring this up again, and I'm just curious, because you've brought up the depth thing more than once, and I just don't understand, who said, I look at their backups, and I know every one of those guys, they play, and they made plays last year. I don't understand why you think there's depth as a concern.
Because they haven't, again, this speaks to what I'm saying. The second-year guys that have to step that you don't know about, because they haven't been, I guess, primarily because their roster isn't full of a bunch of top 50 recruits that that are 5 stars that you expect that start as as freshmen, and the fact that they went 8-5.
Well, yeah, 8-5 for sure. But
that's what I mean.
Yeah, but
why did they go 8-5?
Why did they go 8-5?
Yeah, and why would they be better? And why will they be better than 8-5?
Well, DJ Lagway. Make them better than 8-5. He was 6-0 in games he finished.
Yeah.
What do you mean if he?
Well, if we keep him healthy and go, he played 5 or 6 last year. We had start some kid at Texas and Georgia that depth hurt, didn't it?
Yeah.
And not competitive in those teams without him. So,
well, if you quarterback, anybody knows if you lose a quarterback.
Well, I'm not talking about the quarterback. I don't know. I'm not trying to be. I'm using common sense here. I'm not breaking down rosters.
But Jaden Baugh, Jacoby Jackson, Trey Webb, they got that freshman.
Who's the backup center, guard, left tackle? If one of the two tackles is going to the NFL,
that Cam Waits kid who played a lot and started for us is a backup.
Yeah. Well, he's starting this year, isn't he?
No, he's not. Rod Kearney is a backup, a guy you know. So there's two that stick out to me immediately. So anyway, at receiver, you got Willie's kid, Mizell, Dallas Wilson, Vernell Brown, Tank Hawkins, Sturdivant, Trey Wilson are starters. That's 8-9 guys. Tight ends, you got the Hansen kid, you got the Livingston kid, who both played a lot last year. Amir Jackson also coming through. So, and then on defense, LJ McCray, one of the best players in the country, is not really a starter right now. Aaron Childs made plays. Jaden Robinson made plays. Cormani McClain made plays. Aaron Gates made plays against your. That's a lot.
I hope you're right. I hope to me, I look at the receiver position. There's one guy who's shown that he's the kind of player that you need to be a contender. Eugene Wilson. I mean, you give me names, and there's been flash. And you want a lot from Dallas Wilson, and you want something from the transfers. The transfers in the past have fit that bill for Florida. 2 of them were drafted this year. So history says that Billy's going to find those guys, those veterans who will contend. But as we sit here and get started on the season, there's only one guy who's shown that he's like SEC championship caliber starting receiver. Hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah.
But like the Hawkins and the Jeans and those guys, we haven't seen much out of them. They're limited. They're young players. And hopefully they have those big breakouts.
Jeans.
Andy Jean. He retired. Didn't you just mention him?
No.
Who did you say? Hawkins, who was the other one? One of the young ones? Mizell. That's the one. Mizell.
Dallas Wilson. Vernell Brown.
I get it. Hopefully all those guys come as advertised, and these 5 stars are catching the ball
UCLA kid is
like Ohio State's and Alabama's 5 stars have been. Yeah. That's what you need. Because to play at those level with those dudes, you got to have those dudes.
Okay. Just curious.
So I don't know if I'm saying depth because we're 8th in the SEC. Because we've lost 5 games in 6 and 9, and I don't expect that right now we've got the kind of depth like top 44 as the teams they're trying to play catch up with. Now, if they have an injury, a good injury year, listen, there's a lot of players on the upswing.
You're always going to have
expect
injuries.
big things, sure. Yeah, I'm talking about avoiding the catastrophic ones.
Yes, that's what you got to
do. Which, by the way, would apply to a lot of teams. I mean, Georgia lost their quarterback last year, and that playoff run didn't last very long.
Yeah. You don't want to. that obviously makes a big difference. All right, Mets and Braves. So round 2 starts tonight. We got 4-20 Blackburn baked in a pie on the bump. So that shouldn't go well.
I don't know what
you lost 2 out of 3.
The reason on Friday that I had the attitude I did to the consternment of the Googans that want me to somehow go running my mouth about a team 5 games under 500, and this is why.
Yeah.
Look, team low T, buddy. They're the Atlanta low T Braves. Got no testosterone, dude. No manhood kicks in at important times. You can't sweep the Mets 3 and then go on the road. If you fancy yourself anything other than the low T bunch you are, you can't go to Florida and lose 2 out of 3 to that crappy ball team.
Yeah.
Period. End of story. So, go to New York. Great. I mean, the only. Blackburn, you got Woody Blackburn. Go get him from Deer Creek. He can
shout out Woody. Tonight. We need you to hurl.
I mean, my guys couldn't hit. Send one of Brooks' pitchers over there to pitch a game because my guys refused to. Feel free to light them up again. That just shows, and it's why I told everyone on Friday, settle down. Team low T will screw it up by Monday, and they have. So. I mean, I don't know. It's a series tonight that's more important for you to stop the bleeding against a pitifully low T rival, or pull a Fleetwood and lose to a team that you should be beating.
Yeah.
That's the end of the day. If you're a contender, we suck. So, and we've been a pain in your ass for 10 years. Beat the hell out of us.
Cal Raleigh Was he up to 31 home runs now?
Where'd this guy come from?
He's an FSU kid.
Isn't he wasn't he the candidate opposite Will Ferrell?
Oh, by the way, did you see that the Golden Spikes winner was that Arkansas shortstop?
I know, that's what I was telling you. It was their best player.
Golly.
I thought Lodi's won that.
He won something.
Dick Hauser. That must be different.
It must be
Dick
different.
Hauser.
But I saw Golden Spikes and I saw the kid from Arkansas.
No, that's what I was saying. It's like the best player on their team that made that mistake too.
Crazy.
What's from the text line? What's Jeff Tank on the up toss and the whole Coastal coaching staff? You can't do it in the championship game. If you got to take a timeout and walk back into the tunnel with the dude just to let's get our stuff together, I just don't know running the manager in inning one if it's a good look.
I loved it.
I know you do. You don't like the coach,
I
right?
hate that
I get
skipper.
that.
I think he's a hypocrite. I think he's a jerk.
You think he's your Schilt? Dan feels about the Coastal Carolina coach
He's
like
probably
I feel
not
about Schilt.
He's done a heck of a job. I don't like him. He's crusty, and you can't argue balls and strikes. Now, should he be, again, I'll say it again, should not have been thrown out in the College World Series Game 2 finals. You don't throw him out. Umpire jumped the gun. Stupid. But he did by the letter of the law. And then I got this release from the Coastal Carolina, recreation director about how, he should have been there and blah, blah, blah. Shut up. I mean, whatever.
No,
I tell you what,
I got you.
This is more about LSU and boy, they find pitchers at LSU. Golly, they find pitchers.
Well, I saw that one guy was in.
One guy
MVP.
throws the 1-0 game, and then this kid yesterday threw a great game. And then they bring in a guy who I take right now in my bullpen, 101 with a slider. Give me him. Give me that guy. He's throwing strikes at 101. What about this kid from Milwaukee, by the way? He goes against, you see him? Mizorowski or something?
What's he throwing, 103?
Well, it doesn't matter what he's throwing. His debut, he's thrown 2 no-hitters. He hasn't given up a hit in 11 innings. They take him out.
Oh.
But he has yet to give up a hit.
A starter for Milwaukee?
Yes.
I got you.
And he's 6'7", and he's throwing like 103. Now, take 6'7" and think about the release point.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's probably like 50 feet.
Well, the Cubs got off to that great start. I believe it's Milwaukee who was the closest, right? Chaser?
Yeah, they're 3.5 back. But anyway, on Wednesday, I believe this guy, Mizorowski, and I don't know how to say his name, I apologize, takes on Skeens.
Oof. Skeens and Skubal could have gone last week, but they split them in the doubleheader they played.
So that'll be a fun game coming up. But yeah.
It feels like it must be the refinement. I feel like I see more guys throwing 100 in college than I do in MLB.
Yeah, maybe it's the gun.
Maybe give them a little bit of extra. Maybe at that age you just want to throw it as hard as you can. You're not.
I also noticed
the nuance that gets lost.
And again, I get it. I tweeted about this. Like the kid Anderson for LSU, he threw 130 pitches the other night, complete game. And I'm like, somebody said this to me, and I agree. If I was a pitcher and I had the ability to go in the first round coming out of high school, I'm going pro. I'm getting paid for my bullets.
Before you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
kind of like a running back, go early.
Yeah, because they use you up in college too.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we just said they're letting you throw 100.
He's not 100. He's 120, 130. If I was a hitter, whatever. I go put up some big numbers in college, whatever. I get paid, blah, blah, blah. I'm not in as much of a hurry and refine my game.
You mentioned the Braves and Mets. I just looked at the standings here real quick, and there's just one thing that jumps out of it. It's just nauseating. You want to talk about a low-T bunch of Tommy Fleetwood. You ready?
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Phillies run differential this year's plus 41. They're 47 and 31. The Braves run differential is plus 25. They're 16 runs behind. They're 35 and 41. 11 games worse off of 16 total runs.
So they blow teams out and then lose? Oh, they lost a lot of one-run games.
A lot. They're like 1 and 12 and one-runners. Most of the time we just get blown out, but I guess not, actually. We must lose a lot of close ones. And then, like this weekend's perfect example. I don't need a 7-0 win, you JAs. Right. I'll take a 2-0, a 6-5, and a 5-4. But nope, not Team Low T. Let's go lose to the stinkiest fish in the league. Nice job.
Stinkfish.
Freddie T is next. Is that right, E? We good to go with Fred today? I know he said he was going to be traveling. All right. The Monday morning running back and more. We are live inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studio.
Local.
The Men in Blue Black and Teal.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games.
1010XL.
Oh, man, it feels great.
Home of the Jaguars.
Florida Heat hitting like a heavyweight? Time to call in the champ. KO Electric and HVAC. We knock out the heat and power up your comfort. Fast, reliable, and undefeated in home service. KOElectricJacks.com. KOElectricJacks.com.
Certainly facing interesting economic times. Can't speak for all of us, but for me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville folks taking care of my Jacksonville money. Listen, experience, expertise, knowledge. When the Dow goes up, when the Dow goes down, when the tariffs get introduced, you know what? I can call Chris Bryan anytime. I can call Jeff Hartman. I can call Janice Cobb, Reed Wingate, Dan Abel, or Reagan Wright. Any of those ITP partners, and they give me answers. And they sit down with you, and they give you strategies where your goals become their priority, right? My goals are different than my 30-year-old son's, for example. So ITP Partners are always there for all of us, and it's a good time to get started, man. Easy to do. Contact them. Don't be afraid. They're there to help. Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners. They're my financial partners for life.
Just when you thought we couldn't bring you more, Keon Atlantic is here with a brand new store. We have the same great team to treat you well. With new savings during our grand opening sale. Keon Atlantic is here with the new store. Shop our best offers and largest selection yet. Save big during our grand opening sale. Is there something for everyone on our lot? You bet. If you're ready to experience something new, the all-new Keon Atlantic is ready for you. Your perfect ride is a visit away. Online at KeonAtlantic.com. Keon Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Born in Jacksonville, raised on Southern Rock, and coming home to the Florida Theater, it's Molly Hatchet. Saturday, June 28th. Get your fill of Southern Rock fury. Grab your seat at FloridaTheater.com. It's a hometown homecoming with Molly Hatchet.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, call Sam, Harry, or Joe at AA Automotive on Richard Street. From oil changes to complex engine repairs, AA Automotive promises expert service and honest pricing from a local family biz. AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Growing up in Jacksonville, I always associated Beards with an elevated experience, something that isn't your big box store.
Dr. Aryan Afshari talking about his experience at Beards Diamonds.
Every single time I've walked into Beards, I have felt confident. I have felt like I've been guided down the right path. I feel like no one is there to take my money and that they all have my best interest in mind.
When Dr. Afshari went into Beards Diamonds for his engagement ring, he was blown away by the selection.
We walked into Beards, they showed us a massive array of diamonds, of bands.
But they helped him narrow it down and even offered to customize a designer setting for a one-of-a-kind ring.
I showed them some inspirations and they really kind of knocked it out of the park. I think Megan still has the best ring out of all her friends.
Beards Diamonds. Unbeatable selection, direct importer prices, designer rings, no commission salespeople, and local owners.
I wanted something meaningful, and that's what I found at Beards.
Get the value and luxury experience you deserve. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
1010XL is the home of Gator Nation and the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. I'm Hacker, and we keep you connected with the University of Florida all year long. Get Gator Bites where you find podcasts.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
David Lane here, and once again, I'm happy to share news of my success with back and knee surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whatever it is that's bothering you, take it from me. Simply set an appointment today at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and let them help you get back to normal life. I'm certainly glad I did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Go to WM.com/Duval.
You waited forever for your new fence. Then strangers show up. Subcontractors rushing the job. Sent by the company you trusted. Frustrating, right? Superior Fence and Rail promises better. They're professionally trained builders deliver quality you can trust. No subcontractors, no shortcuts. Just the superior craftsmanship your home deserves.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Your home is more than walls and a roof. It's where you breathe, drink, and power through life. At Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to keep it all running smoothly. From clean, cool air to clean water, reliable power to expert plumbing, we do it all. For over 35 years, families have trusted Donovan to make their homes healthier, safer, and more comfortable. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing today. 904-270-COOL, where health meets home.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line. Hello. Your floor's missing piece. Now, Dan and Jeff hand it off to our halfback.
Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins DUI defense firm and Monahan Jewelers on 1010XL.
All right, first things first is we welcome Fred Taylor to the show.
Gave him a lean last week.
Did you go to Stanley Cup Finals Game 7, Fred Taylor?
I did not. I am a retired former football player. I can't afford those tickets.
Did you look into it?
I certainly looked into it. In order for me to have been comfortable and to be able to really, immerse myself in the experience, it would have cost about $3,500 per ticket. And I could not leave my wife at home. So
yeah, that's fair.
You tally that up plus the ticket, online ticket website fees. I'll be broke, man.
Yeah.
Fred, do you? I don't recall there. Dan and I have been here for all 40 first-round negotiations. When you came into the league, were they already in the structured salary by then, or did you have to go through negotiations?
I went through a negotiation, but then again, I didn't understand that a ton.
Yeah.
Right? My agent handled everything. We ended up doing a 6 year, somewhere along the lines of like $15 million or something.
Right.
$5 million signing bonus but I had a ton of incentives that I pretty much maxed out. My rookie year, I think I hit almost all of mine.
Were you anxious to get the deal? Because you're coming into the league, right? You're joining a new team. You've got this guy Coughlin, who's just you've now determined it might be a little bit crazy. You haven't been there too long. Do you want to just get that contract? Was there any anxiety about getting it put to bed, or did you just do your thing, let the agent do his thing, and assume it would?
I did not speak to my agent until they had a deal on the table. We did not talk contract. It wasn't an extreme sense of urgency. I do know that I wanted to be in training camp, so it was never an opportunity where we threatened to hold out. And again, my stuff went pretty seamless. Yeah,
It
they got
didn't.
done.
It doesn't.
I didn't have to worry about anything.
It doesn't always go seamless. And if you've been around the league for a while, I can remember back in the day where it was torture to be a fan, and this guy's holding out, and that's guy, and teams get. They can't get into their rhythm and routine. And I bring this up because Travis Hunter has his deal, as it was announced yesterday. I thought it was kind of cool how the Jaguars did it. They did 2 announcements, one welcoming Travis Hunter, the wide receiver, another welcoming Travis Hunter, the cornerback. But I think to have that's the structure they have in place now, Fred, I think for both fans and players and teams, it eliminates that, that big fly in the ointment that used to be around in training camp with guys holding out and such. So I guess now, though, Fred, they know the deal's coming. They know that slotting, so it's not like suddenly Travis Hunter is freed up. This guy seems as genuine and as happy to be a Jaguar and a football player as a guy can be.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Slotting is amazing. You have your annual increases. Everything moves alongside the salary cap. And it just makes it easy for the team to get their top guy, their immediate guys in. Some language can slow it up, if agents don't necessarily love the language, because if you have a word and, or, if, like that really makes a difference in structuring a deal. So you have to be really aware of the different wording in those deals. And really that's the tie-up. I think the young kid from Cincinnati, he's going through a contract dispute, and it's based on wording, right? The money is there, but, the payout structure and the wording is off based on what his team or his camp had been expecting. So I love the slotting. It gets the guys in. No one really has to worry about these deals. Agents still have to do their job. I don't think they have to work as hard as they used to work. The second contract, then that's when the agents really get, should be compensated because they have to research and study the market so they can get the best deal opportunity for their client going forward.
Were you with Drew after? Was Drew your guy?
I started with Tank Black.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that debacle kind of, that happened. I learned a lot. Drew came in. I was hesitant to sign with Drew because Drew came in the fastest talking person I ever heard in my life at the time. His client was Leon Cersei, and I trusted Cersei, which is why I ended up signing with Drew to start. But he was just a fast talker. I'm like, wait, this guy sounds shifty. This is a little shady practice right here. But Drew ended up being one of the best things to happen to me and for me because he works hard for his guys. When they say he's a shark in the water, that's exactly what Drew was.
That's what you want as a player, for sure,
Yeah, that's what you want. That's what you want. So Drew gets a lot of bad rep, but I think he's grown in the position, and he has one goal in mind, and that's to do the very best for his client.
Fred, we were looking back at some running backs. There were some lists that came out, was listing running backs like the last 25 years. And
I saw that list.
Yeah, we took exception with a few names on there, but it does occur to me this, Fred, I'm not sure. I think your era as a running back in the NFL is the most running back rich era in the history of the league. There are a lot of dudes who for a year or two put up some stupid numbers. Now, they didn't all have the staying power that you had. I think that's what.
See, that you hit it on the head.
Yeah.
I was going to wait until you got done with your thought
you had the consistency that separates you from them. But man, what I was going to ask you out of this, of all the running backs not named Fred Taylor, who did you have the most respect for? Who did you think was the best of that group that goes all the way from LT to Edge to Adrian Peter? I mean, it's just one after the other. Again, most without that consistent long run that you had. Most were just flash in the pan 2 and 3 year guys.
The one that stands out the most would be LaDainian.
Yeah.
Because when I look at LT's game, I can see myself, and vice versa. When we have our conversation, he would try and pattern a lot of his game off me. Now, he was a better receiver out of the backfield than I was, and I think that's where he had the nod. But in terms of just natural ability, LT would be the number one on my list. In that group, Before that was Marshall Faulk.
I was about to say Marshall Faulk. He reminds me of
Marshall
LT a little.
Yeah, that's just the reason I even chose number 28.
Okay.
Because my good brother and good friend now, Aaron Beasley, wanted $50,000 for number 21, and I wasn't doing it. But I love Bees, and we kid about that all the time. But yeah, so LT would be one of my top guys. Edgerrin, grew up knowing Edge, and Edge just got it the hard way. Like it wasn't pretty. It was downhill, clouded. 3 yards?
It's cloud of dust. Yeah.
But yeah. So that was EJ. He was just one of those like old school grinders or whatever. Yeah, it was hard for me to really give a lot of other guys more credit than I would give those guys. But I did enjoy the way Clinton Portis ran the ball in those two different systems. When DC, you thought he would fall off a little bit because of what he did in Denver. And Denver was like a cheat code for a lot of running backs.
That's for sure.
But he continued to excel until he got injured. Who else? Adrian Peterson is just a bully.
You know,
he was just a bully out there. I mean, he made it look so easy. He was so great. But again, he wasn't shifty like that. He was just downhill. Let's go, all muscle and power.
You know, you said something that, and I'm sitting here thinking, because we watched basically every game of your college and professional career, and you said, "Oh, he was a better receiver than I was," and I don't remember. I can't remember now. I'm sure somewhere you dropped a ball, but I don't remember that. I do remember you catching that one down the sideline against Baltimore. I think it was your rookie year, like 80 yards. And that was a hell of a catch. And so, I mean, I'm curious as to why you think, like, what did you think? You were a good, not great? What kind of receiver? I'm looking at your numbers. I wanted to see 49 and 48 in your heyday, which is fine. You're a running back, but what? Tell me more about the receiver part of your game.
I'm just hard on myself in that area because I was a better runner. And I would see these guys get, certain opportunities in the pass game on Sundays. I'll do that stuff throughout the week. You enter, a Jones Drew, and those opportunities went away. But I did early on. I had some. I mean, I can catch the ball well.
Yeah.
I don't like to say I was great at it. Like, I wasn't like a receiver catching the ball like a Jimmy Smith.
Right.
But, I can catch the ball. I can run great routes. My routes were better than my receiving the ball. So I can get open and beat you. And, but I'm just hard on myself.
Okay. All right.
In a lot
That's
of
fair.
areas. But, yeah, I just thought LT – just the way he would light up.
Oh, he had like 100. When we were looking up, he had like 100 in a season one year.
It felt like with LT, it was a lot of swing passes, and he put that foot in the ground.
It was a ton of swing passes.
Yeah.
You got to also look at his receiving core and, the quarterback that was getting the ball to him. And a lot of that, too, was by design. Let's hurry up and get it out and let him, do his thing. We had similar concepts, but, we had Jimmy Smith, Keenan McCardell.
Yeah, sure.
We had guys to get it to. Kyle Brady's, Big Sofa, all those guys. So we had a stick of guys we can get the ball to and not necessarily have to worry about
I always thought
the dump off.
I always thought one of my favorite, and there's a ton of them, but one of my favorite Fred Taylor highlights was the catch against Miami, the little where you broke like six or faked out
slip screen, wasn't it?
Yeah,
99 slip screen against Blake Zero.
Yeah,
Coach Coughlin, he dialed that up perfectly.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And my job was easy. Just flip the defender.
Wasn't that easy?
Make the entire team.
Made it look easy.
Wasn't that easy?
But I can catch the ball.
Yeah.
I just admire the way Ladanian caught the ball and some of these other guys. And for that, I tend to give them a nod versus how I caught the ball. But, yeah, I can catch the ball.
All right, just a couple more questions since we're getting your opinion. You can't say Saquon or Derrick Henry. Who's the best running back in the league right now? You can't say those two.
Say Saquon.
I'll just give you like last year's rushers because I know I'm just throwing it at you. But Bijan, Taylor, Gibbs.
I told everyone I love Jahmyr Gibbs. I think he's great. I'm having a Bijan.
Bijan from Atlanta.
Bijan, I love.
He had a good year last year, by the way.
Yep, I love Christian. McCaffrey, he got a little banged up there.
Yeah,
but
out of sight, out of mind a little.
C-Mac is one of my favorite guys. Who am I leaving out here?
Well, you got Jonathan Taylor. You got. I'm just going by the leading rushers. Jonathan.
I like JT's game. I tell you, running down the field, see the back of that jersey and Taylor and 28. It reminds me of someone.
Me too.
But yeah, just a small list right there. But I enjoy watching them all run.
All right. Hey, you didn't do. You weren't at Fanatics, were you? Fanatics Fest.
Well, I was in New York. Didn't go to the Javits Center.
Okay.
We did it in the inaugural year a year ago.
Okay.
New year too would bring a lot of.
So last year was the first one that they've had because we were talking about like we weren't that familiar with
out
it.
of nowhere. Yeah.
So yeah, last year was the first one.
Okay.
It was amazing. This year they doubled down, and I think it was twice as good. The fans are starting to pick up on it. They're getting more marketing around it. The Fanatics games was a big draw, for fans to come and try to attempt to win a couple $100,000, a Ferrari, and a lot of autograph stuff. They got a lot of star power that draws a lot of the fans there. And Reuben, I think they found a niche, man. It's huge. It's like a heaven for fans of all sports.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a lot of times when you do those things, you don't always include, like wrestling and like the WNBA, but they got everything. I mean, you open it up, they got it.
All right. Well, always good to catch up with you, man. We appreciate your time. Look forward to chatting it up with you throughout the summer. Thanks, Freddie.
Hey, yo, Travis, if you're listening, man, hey, I need a little loan for the Panther tickets next year.
Amen. Yeah, he's got to go see the two-time Stanley Cup champions. My goodness gracious. Have a good week, Fred.
Yeah. All right, guys.
There he goes. Fred Taylor joining us on the program. We're back with more next here on The Drill.
Okay, just push the blue button. The blue button. Is that it? Yeah, why? What's wrong? Nothing. I just thought it'd be more complicated than that.
1010XL.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal. Pretty nice weather we're having, huh?
You think this is nice?
I mean, it's sunny, warm. We do live in Florida.
It's not all upside, Jason. Warm weather comes, so all the cool people hit the beach. My old air conditioner cramps out, so it's 1,000 degrees inside, and I'm stuck on a video call in my underpants trying not to sweat through my...
Wait. Put these sunglasses on.
I'm not going to put on your...
Whoa. The air conditioning experts at Bueller Air and Plumbing can keep your home office cool and comfortable all summer long. You look good in your meeting, impress the big guy with your cool confidence, maybe finally make assistant deputy regional manager.
Wow, air conditioning can do that?
Life moves pretty fast. If you spend all summer worried the weather is going to be too nice, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hey, John, have you seen the exciting 2025 lineup at Randy Marion Cadillac?
They've got the Lyric, IQ, Optique, and the stunning Vistique. It's a Cadillac lover's dream.
And the best part, over 100 new Cadillacs are in stock and ready for you to drive home today.
Plus, it's the perfect time to trade in your Tesla and experience luxury and performance like never before.
Visit us today at Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville.
Don't miss out on these incredible vehicles. Your new Cadillac awaits.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Big Chief Tire is coming to Mandarin. Frank Frangie here. Join Big Chief Tire for their grand opening event on Friday, June 27th from noon to 5 p.m. for games, food, and fun. Our show's going to broadcast live there, and Big Chief is giving away 4 sets of new tires. Big Chief has served the Jacksonville community with locally owned auto services you can trust since 1961. From tires to brake repairs, oil changes, and more. Stop by 10211 San Jose Boulevard in Mandarin, or visit WeKeepJacksRolling.com to schedule an appointment today.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Spend an evening with heart. One night, 2 sets. A journey through the hits and timeless classics. This Tuesday night, St. Augustine Amphitheater. Tickets on sale now at AXS.com. Don't miss an evening with Heart live.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, rolling lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
The rumors and trades.
That is the game within the game.
The decisions and deadlines.
Our work is not done now.
The off-season overflows with surprising storylines.
I'm all ears.
Let AA Automotive and 1010XL guide you through the off-season.
Hitting ball!
Honey, someone's in our pool.
Oh, refreshing.
John, what are you doing?
Oh, hey, Dave. Seeing as how me and the guys at Clearwater Irrigation reinstalled your sprinklers after the pool contractor ripped it out, I thought you wouldn't mind if I took a quick dip.
But in a Jaguar print Speedo?
Yeah, Dave. My bad. Clearwater Irrigation. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at sprinklers.
And drainage too.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I need more.
We need more out of you.
A lot
Now
more.
we're leaving. We decided we want to go to breakfast.
I've decided I want to pick on E this segment.
No.
Who is the, what's the head coach's name at Oklahoma City? Mark
Dejeneau.
Is that how you say it?
I think so.
It's not like Denault?
No. Definitely not Denault.
It's not?
Like Dejeneau, I think.
Is it?
That's what I think.
You feel good? Well, you would know.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
E, does that sound right to you?
Sounds about right.
All right. Anyway, you know his story at all?
No.
Was he not a...
Yes, he was.
He's either like G League or Euro or something.
No, that's not it. He started at UConn as a student manager. So I don't think he played basketball ever. I think he started at UConn as a student manager under Calhoun. Earned his bachelor's degree in education. Was going to go for his master's, but Calhoun and the assistant head coach, George Blaney, told him to go get this job at Holy Cross. So he went as an assistant coach. So he took that job. They did well. And then he enrolled at Florida for graduate school. And he joined Billy Donovan as an assistant working for the Gators.
Oh, I didn't know he was in Gainesville. I knew he was with him at...
Yeah. He graduated with a sports management degree and became the assistant head to the head coach, which involved scouting and working with players off the court.
Dagnow.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Dagnow?
Mm-hmm.
Dagnow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And then I guess he went with him to... He was like a G League coach for...
Say G League.
Yeah. The coach. 5 seasons for the Oklahoma City Blue.
Well, that's what I said. That's what you
I thought you said he was playing there.
No. I said he coached in the G League or he coached in Europe or something.
Yeah,
That's what I meant. I didn't know the Billy Donovan thing. No, I thought as a coach he cut his.
And then he ironically replaced Billy Donovan. Is that correct?
Is it? Did they go?
Or was there somebody in between?
I don't know that for sure. It may be him.
He's been there for a while.
Yeah, that's probably him.
So his first year there.
What happened to Scotty Brooks, by the way?
They were 22-50. I think improved by 2 games.
Well, they also they tanked. They got rid of Paul George.
And they went
and
24-58. Then they went 40-42, and then the last 2 years, conference finals and NBA champs.
A Western Conference top seed both years.
Yeah.
By the way, they're the first. Well, that's not true. Boston did it last year, but before that, you got to go back to the mid 2015. I think Golden State. The best team doesn't always win. It used to be that way. It used to be the champion was going to be the team with the best record, like the Lakers with Shaq and the Jordan's Bulls. They, for many times it felt like Steph's.
But my question is this another coach who never played the game? I mean, I'm sure he played in high school. I mean, play the game somewhere, but I mean,
it sounds like
it looks like he didn't play at all in college.
Who did we just have? Who was the other one?
Jed Fish, I know, is one.
Jed Fish. We had another basketball one recently, I thought.
We probably do.
But I don't recall. It runs together, that kind of deal. Man, I don't feel, me, man. I'm not feel sorry for athletes guy. They got great lives. Their success is right there in front of them. That's one thing I love about sports. It's even more evident. It's even more applicable when it's an individual sport. I have a hard time feeling sorry for a tennis player who suddenly decides he's going to double fault. I have a hard time feeling, for a golfer while another guy mans up and goes and takes what's from him.
Okay.
I felt sorry for Tommy Fleetwood yesterday. That was nauseating to watch. I could feel it starting. I felt it starting on 15 where he couldn't birdie the short par 4.
Yeah.
Then he went to the next hole and I missed it. Did he drive it into the water and was able to drop it on the green? Is that what happened?
Which one are you talking about?
He bogeyed the par 3. Did he hit it in the water, but it spun off or something?
No, he did not.
How did he? What took him? Because he was putting from basically the fringe, and he 2-putted, and it ended up being a bogey. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe I don't know, or maybe
what hole was it? Do you remember?
Yes, 16 the par 3. 16 the par 3.
Oh, that 150 is like a 155er. It wasn't that long,
but
right?
He bogeyed that hole. I'm saying, how did he bogey? I picked it up. He was putting from the fringe for 3, which. I thought, well, maybe he drove it in the water, and then that
maybe
one
he did. I'm trying to remember now.
I keep saying drove. He didn't drive. He hit his tee shot in the water, I guess, on 16.
I thought he hit it too far. Was the pin in the front?
The pin was, and then he ran it too far, and it went all the way down to the bottom of the green. Is that what happened? I'm going to look right now. I'm going to look at the play.
He airmailed it, but I'm not positive.
Yeah.
Let me look.
He ended up putting. He was pin high, but way right. And
he went way over it,
and then he putted. He
and then it rolled all the way back,
and then he missed the putt. That's what it was. I wasn't sure how he. I thought, well, maybe he hit it, spun off the green, and he dropped there. He was able to drop on the side.
No,
so
it rolled off the green. He had that long, and he.
I missed the chip.
It had so he had to land it over that, and
it went all the way down because he had a long one, and then he missed that one, so he bogeys that, and then he he really should have just gone ahead and choked it all the way on 17 and saved himself the embarrassment.
No, he saved par on 17, but 17's a birdie hole.
Yeah, and on 17 also, and it started back
and
up.
He shot it way
15
right.
is a 288-yard par 4.
Yeah,
I mean it's like going and playing number 15.
Oh, that's right, 15 is.
At Julington Creek.
Yes.
Okay, you got to birdie that hole.
Yes, that's the one. I'm sorry.
And granted, the other guys playing with him, I think they
one went in the bunker and one went in the rough.
Did Keegan end up birdieing though from his or no? He made up his shot on the next one on 16. Yeah. He gave one because he still had a 2-shot lead. They all made par.
Yeah.
Henley and they all made par. He still had the 2-shot lead. Then he bogeyed the par 3. All Keegan had to do was make a par.
Mm-hmm.
Then they both parred 17, but Fleetwood tried to give it away on that hole. He hit his putt 8 feet by.
Keegan Bradley bogeyed 10 and bogeyed 14,
and then he
did birdie 15 and he birdied 18.
So he did birdie though. So he was down 3 and that got him to within 2.
Yes.
Yeah, because then he made one up on the par 4.
He made some long putts yesterday, if you remember. He poured in a few.
But it was, again, man, and we throw this word around probably more in sports radio than in any other of your sports platforms other than like social media.
Choke.
That's a choke, man. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it just is what it is. That's not Keegan Bradley running you down.
No.
He didn't go, he didn't birdie 4 the last 5.
No,
you gave it to him, man.
Yeah.
And you did it in the ways that scream choke, leaving putt short and right, not trusting clubs. And you got to hit the green from the middle of the fairway. I got to hit the green from 147, Nick.
Tommy went 2 over in the last 3 holes.
Yeah, he can't
Keegan
do it.
went 2 under in the last 4 holes.
There you go. I mean, so there's a little bit of Keegan coming back, but the bottom line is that is not a murderer's row stretch to end the golf tournament.
No.
That's very scoreable.
You can't shoot a 72 at the trap. I mean,
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
64s
And it's why the
65s
guy
last year.
with 500 starts doesn't have a win.
Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable. Well, anyway, so right now, Keegan looks like he's 9th in the Ryder Cup standings.
He should put himself on.
Yes, he should.
Because he's money.
He's playing well.
He's playing well. He's a good. Although I will say it takes on all.
He said last night, though,
he's
it was
better
funny.
than the other guys, though.
He goes, every year of my career, he was on with the Golf Channel guys. He says, every year of my career, one of my main goals is to do enough to make the Ryder Cup team every 2 years. That's one of the top things I did. He goes, so, obviously, if you watched that Netflix show.
Yeah, he almost got on the last one.
It was devastating to him. He was crushed because they took the boys' club. He took and it cost Zach Johnson, but he took the boys' club. He took
Justin
all the bunnies,
and Jordan, and
they're all friends. They all and they left Keegan off, and he's on the phone in front of his wife and the kids, and you could see his face. I mean, they have it all there. It's awful. So
when they announced that Ryder Cup, you mean?
Zach called him and told him, hey, buddy, sorry, you did enough. I'm not picking you. Oh. So anyway, he comes hell-bent back. Well, surprisingly, a year ago, he gets the call, we want you to be the captain, which was like sort of out of the blue. And they told him, they said, so he says, so every year, so here I am, I get named the captain. And he goes, now it looks like I'm finally could be on the team. So somebody said, it's time to call the cat. Call the big cat and get him to be assistant head coach, and let's go win this thing.
Maybe give it maybe
as a Tiger.
Well, maybe just right, sure. And if you are Keegan Bradley, maybe you do turn it over to the assist if you make the team and not try and do both.
Right.
I don't know how difficult. It probably is difficult to do both.
And then
you got this too. Do I play myself?
Well, you don't have to play yourself every one.
I know, but if you're not the captain, maybe you get to play everyone.
Well, yeah.
So there's that part of it. I just don't. I mean, I'm sure there have been playing captains in the past. Probably a bunch of them.
Scotty, I mean, I'm not a big fan of this team. I think we're going to be hard pressed to win. I could be wrong.
Scheffler's not playing great, man. Well, you say that after what he did, but he's
Xander's not playing great.
He's playing terrible.
JJ Spawn is 3rd.
Did he play this week?
Yes.
What did he do?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Russell Henley is 4th.
Henley's probably playing as good as any of those guys. It just doesn't
DeChambeau, JT, Morikawa, Ben Griffin. Now you got some newbies.
And by the way, those guys aren't guaranteed in if they do captain's choices somewhere else. I mean, do we really want Ben Griffin, Maverick McNeely, all
now
these
this is who
dudes
you're
on there?
taking on. Rory, who loves it. Fleetwood, Tyrrell Hatton, the Teeth from Scotland, Robert McIntyre, Lowry loves it. Straka loves it. And then you get Ludwig, Justin Rose will stick on, Victor Hovland.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a better team.
That's a hell of a team. Sure, you got Aaron Rai at 14 on the European.
I thought Aaron Rai was Australian.
You got John Rahm on 17. That's 17th. That's a captain's choice.
Yeah, that's a pretty good squad.
I mean,
not a whole lot down there because the problem is they're guys like the Rahms of the world that you can pick are way out playing like the Cantlays and Schauffele's are not having good years.
Like these guys could play with these guys won't even make the team, but Matty Schmid, Fitzpatrick, Jaeger, those guys are down.
Yeah.
Whew, the Hogard boys, your favorites.
Who's the first guy to cash in our Brunch with the Tour? McIlroy, Scheffler? No one had Day, English, Fleetwood, Henley, Bradley.
No. I had McIlroy.
So that's 695. Scheffler, I'm gonna finally go into last. He got 695, and then he had Cantlay, another 440. He got over $1 million again.
Prosser joyous to be in last.
JJ Spawn actually had a good final day. He went 66-63 on the weekend. T14.
All right.
360 grand. I know my guys were terrible. They're going to be, I got like 100 grand total. So I'm going to go into last here. What's the event this week? And then I won't get,
well, they're all done now. The signatures, right?
Yeah, I know. So now you only get like 1.3 if you want. This is bad. If I don't win the British, I got issues. It's going to be a problem.
You need to stay low and run with Scheffler and see what happens.
I guess. And every time I do that, it's just,
E?
Yep.
Is Mr. McNasty around?
Oh, Mr. McNasty always hanging around.
All right. We'll see what he's got for us next when we come back here on The Drill.
From the first play ball to the final, your home for play-by-play is 1010XL.
Okay, here we go with our final lightning round on Potty Talk. Top 3 answers on the board. Ready? Okay. The best way to save money when your faucets or pipes are leaking.
Roland Reese Plumbing?
Something to help you avoid clogged sewers and drains.
Roland Reese Plumbing.
The technical term for that ba-whoosh sound when a toilet flushes correctly.
Roland Reese Plumbing.
Roland Reese Plumbing is always the right answer. Roland Reese Plumbing, 260-7059.
Hey, Beards Diamonds is where Jacksonville shops for engagement rings and fine diamond jewelry. Hicken here for Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center. They stand out in a big way, right? They're local #1. Owners, the Lupo's part of our community for more than 40 years, man. Terrific folks. Go say hi to them. Money spent at Beards doesn't go to Wall Street, stays right here. Shop local, shop Beards. And here's the best part. You don't compromise on anything. Best selection of diamonds in Northeast Florida, hands down, Beards, all picked by the local owner. Beards doesn't have to jack up prices to meet a corporate bottom line. Beards doesn't have commission salespeople. They got advisors. Beards has all the top names in bridal jewelry like Decoria and Veragio and dozens more. Beards guarantees to give you a better price and better value, period. Listen, those chain jewelry stores are owned by the same mega conglomerate. Different names, same owner. Beards, locally owned alternative. Beholden to the people of Jacksonville. Don't buy a diamond ring or any piece of jewelry without talking to my friends at Beards. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center. Shop local, shop Beards.
You tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now. Don't miss Renewal by Anderson's 30th anniversary sale. Buy one window or patio door and get one 30% off. Financing options are available and this offer expires June 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
1010XL is a proud supporter of this year's Circle K Greater Jacksonville Kingfish Tournament, the largest fundraiser for marine charities. To join the fun July 10th through 19th at the Jim King Park and Boat Ramp, go to kingfishtournament.com.
Hacker here. Y'all know I needed to do something about my weight. When I saw Matt and Mike eating to lose weight, I figured that could probably work for me. And it did. Just look at me now. If you need a weight loss plan that works, visit Awaken180weightloss.com.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. Go inside your home team's locker room with Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline.
Check out my blog at 1010XL.com
so you can catch all the news and nuggets you need to know.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reese Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
Maxed out on credit cards, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 five-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
June is Men's Health Month, and here's your reminder to be proactive and get screened for early detection at Ackerman Cancer Center. Many cancer instances are largely preventable and treatable. So take steps now to minimize your risk factors at AckermanCancerCenter.com.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
It's tune-up time, and Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars, wants to partner with you for a cool summer season. Tune up your AC unit right now so it's running at peak performance when you need it most. Just call 777-4300 and order a tune-up for just $59. Keep your unit humming at optimal level. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com and take advantage of their savings. Keep cool with Florida Home AC. That's 777-4300.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. Travis Hunter's officially a Jaguar. The number 2 overall pick signed his rookie deal Sunday. Now he's using the break before camp to get ready to live up to the hype.
I'm gonna just be working my butt off and ready to be for the training camp. And you just gotta put the work in. Don't let anybody stop the grind, and don't get too sick of the process.
Across the state, Detroit snapped a 3-game skid, blasting the Tampa Bay Rays 9-3. And in Atlanta, the Marlins took the rubber match over the Braves 5-3, capping a solid 6-4 stretch against NL East opponents. And how about the Jacksonville Sharks? They lit up the Shark Tank Saturday night, scoring on every possession and locking down on defense to stun the league-leading Quad City Steamwheelers. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 9:05 and it's 81 degrees. Time and Temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. Nasty time.
Nasty.
The Sharks weren't nasty on Saturday night. They had a nice big win at home. So kind of update you on that as we get going in the 9 o'clock hour.
Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
I don't know what to tell you. Mic's open, I talk.
Why are you talking over the...
Because the mic's open. If it's open, I'm talking. If it's open, I figure I need to talk. Either pot down the other or shut myself up. One of the two.
Hey, who's Jay Cinco?
Jay Cinco?
Yeah.
He might be the cousin of Ocho Cinco.
Okay. YouTuber Jay Cinco met Bengal star Jamar Chase and asked Jay about stealing his girlfriend Sumya from his LSU boy Malik Neighbors.
Oh, wow.
I heard about you. I need to stay away from you.
No.
Just go up like that on athletes? Just drop that on them, huh?
Was this at the fest this past weekend?
I'm guessing that
this is at the fest.
I'm guessing that Jay Cinco is another never been punched in the face,
Yeah.
Well, here's a punch in the face. Take that.
Right,
There's your answer.
Right, here
Shut
you
up.
go. Hold this.
What's wrong
No,
with you?
Jamar asked Jay.
Oh, okay.
It's the other way around.
Jamar asked Jay then.
Yeah.
Did Jay steal the girl?
Jay stole the girl.
Oh, I thought. Then.
I thought Jamar stole the girl.
Mm-mm.
Well,
No.
then now that's an NFL receiver. You can't punch him in the face. So there you go. And Jamar probably has been punched in the face. He just realizes that Jay really ain't the man to do it, right? I'll say whatever I want to this dude. Is Jay Cinco a LSU? Should we know him? I mean, how's
YouTuber.
I was about to say,
how's he stealing Malik Neighbors' girlfriend?
I don't know.
We are not big into this sport, but I think it's safe to say one of the more dominant athletes of what is now I would consider a major sport called it quits over the weekend. This John Bones Jones is near the top of the list of guys you never want to run into if he's in a bad mood.
Ooh, he's crazy.
Your name is Bones Jones. That says enough for me. And the guy is 37 years old now. I think he's got one total loss. Understand, and again, I'm not the UFC expert here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get over my skis real fast if I'm not careful. But I do seem to recall that even the best UFC fighters, when they're done, they're like 28-8.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you lose in that style of fighting. You lose. There's always somebody catches you with a shot or gets you, out of your balance and chokes you out. And Jones at 37 was just about unbeatable. I'm not sure he lost. I think he maybe had one loss that they put on him after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
But Dana White saying yesterday that John Jones called us last night and retired. He was at a press conference for another event.
He'll be back.
Jones confirmed it a little bit later. 28-1. He moved up from light heavyweight to capture the vacant heavyweight championship in 2023. Defended the belt once in a 27th-month title race. It's just not fighting enough, right? If you're the champion, you got to be running out there 3 times a year.
He's 37.
Yeah, a bout between Jones and the guy who's now being handed the title was scheduled, but now it won't take place.
He's always in trouble with Johnny Law.
He's been in some trouble through the years. But considered maybe the greatest mixed martial artist of all time for years now. At 21 years old, he was the youngest champion in UFC history. But just think about that. That was 21. That was 16 years ago, and he only fought 28 times. Or 29, 28-1. He's one of 9 fighters to hold UFC titles in multiple weight classes. 22 career wins in UFC, tied for 5th all time. 16-0 in UFC championship fights, the most of all time. So one of the biggest and the best. Listen, the big guys always get a little bit more, credit or scare factor, right? Because they're the big guys.
His first reign as UFC light heavyweight champ ended due to a hit-and-run accident and injured a pregnant woman, fled the scene on foot following the crash, only to return, grab cash from inside the vehicle, then flee again. Later years, been routinely prone to allegations and controversy, failed drug tests, contract standoffs, making him an intermittent presence for the UFC.
I think the most egregious that affected other people was the hit and run. I think most of the other troubles he had was failed drug tests but I don't know that for a fact. But again, I don't know how much the retirement for UFC fans. How much does it resonate? The guy's not fighting. Right. He had a nice one scheduled, so to that end, you get the...
He had one scheduled?
Yeah, the Aspinall guy. He was supposed to fight. It was going to be a big fight, and that Aspinall now gets the title.
Okay.
But yeah, he was just a big, mean dude, wasn't he? All right, 7 straight different NBA champions now, with Oklahoma City finishing it off last night, and they had certainly a great year. Tell me, if we're going to have an 8th straight different...
We are the New York Knicks.
Yeah, that's who you would go with. I do see they're high. These would be your contenders, I think. The Knicks and the Cavs.
Guggen Danny says he never lost. It was a disqualification.
That's what it was. Yeah, I thought it was after the fact kind of thing. Cavs and Knicks. Anybody else you give a puncher like the Magic? Are they ready? They're probably not going to win it all, right? Do you even include them in the maybe file? The Magic? Can they at least get maybe or no?
Yeah.
Maybe. They're at the bottom end of maybe. I look in. I'm searching for teams that have never won it before.
Yeah.
Never won it?
Or haven't won in this 7-year stretch.
Yeah.
That's amazing to have 7 different champions.
What about the Rockets with KD?
That's what I'm saying. Obviously, they're going to be one of those teams.
I don't think so, but yeah.
But they could be.
Yeah.
No, the Lakers wouldn't fit because they won in 20. Denver. The Clippers, maybe? One last hurrah with Kawhi. Could it be the Clippers? I guess they're the T-Wolves. That might be one.
Yeah, that might be one.
Do you think is there a chance that what would you give the chances that it is either the T-Wolves, the Clippers, the Rockets, the Cavs, or the Knicks?
I don't give them much.
What about Pistons? Throw them in there too?
What do you mean you don't give them much?
No, I think OKC is going to double back.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm just calling it how I got to see it, bro.
Doesn't see much in those Lakers, he said.
Not even my old Lakers.
Yeah,
how about you root for the Knicks once they get Giannis? Then what?
That might be a different story right there.
The Knicks, I thought were going to get Durant at one point. Whatever happened? Did you want that?
No.
You didn't. You didn't want the Durant. No. It wouldn't help you. You're telling me.
Not for what they're trying to make us give up.
You gave up the Durant package for Bridges. Is the problem?
Yeah. That's all right. I expect Mikal to grow with us this year.
Yeah, we're getting more confirmation. John Bones Jones only lost disqualified for an illegal elbow. Dominated that fight too.
Damn it, Bones.
Yeah. Man, I don't want to. You Googans can be a little mean on that text line. Go say some of this stuff to John Bones Jones' face. That's what I'll leave it. Why are you texting me that he's this, that, or the other? I'll let you tell him.
He's not a good guy. Let's be honest.
Okay. Well,
who's his brothers?
Chandler.
And Arthur.
Yeah.
And forever I thought Jacoby, but he ain't one.
No.
always thought Jacoby Jones was one of those Jones brothers when he was returning those. Remember, he had a kick return in a Super Bowl, didn't he, for Baltimore?
He did.
No, but Chandler Jones is also a little cray-cray, too, now. Chandler Jones had his issue. I believe we found him wandering around New England without really knowing where he was one time, too. I think that's part of it. LSU wins the college baseball World Series.
They did.
And you know, for all
eighth one.
For all, that's 8 for LSU. That's second all time to USC, who hadn't won one in 20-something years. Can't imagine moving to the Big Ten is going to up the value of USC baseball, but we'll see. It's been a long time coming for them.
When was the last one they won?
98.
98?
I think that's what I read, yeah. It's either 88 or 98. I believe it was 98. I don't think they would go all the way back to 88 without winning. I think they have 12. They
do have 12.
Yeah, and the LSU has 8, but LSU's won like 3 or 4 since
98 was
2000.
their last one.
And LSU's won 3 or 4 since 2000.
LSU's won them all since 91, bro.
Yeah, since 2000.
91, 93, 96, 97, 2000, 2009, 23, 25.
Yeah.
Texas has won 6. Arizona State has won 5. Arizona's won 4, along with Cal State Fullerton and the U. Minnesota's won 3, but not since 1964, although Dave Winfield did pitch for him. Oregon State has won 3. 6 tied with 2, including Vandy, Stanford, Michigan, California.
Florida's just still 1, huh?
Just 1.
I would say 2. Feels like 2.
I wish we had 2.
When does Florida been? And the Florida's been in the championship series since it went to that format, probably 3 or 4 times now.
Couple times, yeah.
They lost to Texas in the final.
Lost to LSU 2 years ago.
I know that. Yeah, that one's
Had it
easy to
right
remember.
there.
That's too bad. They
lost to South Carolina in 11.
They beat LSU like 100-0 in one of those games.
And lost to Texas and Augie.
I remember that one.
Potty Mouth Garrido in 05.
Well, there you go. Shout out Pat McMahon.
Shout out. But, yeah.
We talk so much about if you're one of those that wraps yourself in the SEC banner, like, you know, some do. I hate all the teams in the SEC, not named Florida. But, you know, if you want to get bragging rights and this, that, and the other, there ain't no sport right now that the conference can brag like the SEC in baseball. They just keep winning it every
6
year.
in a row.
6 in a row. It's like 11 out of 13. And what's impressive, like the 11, how many different champions are there? 4 or 5, probably at least.
All right, a real quick pop quiz.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the sport. You tell me who won the Natty. We've finished the year. Okay?
Okay.
We'll start with a hard one. You want to start with an easy one?
Yes.
All right.
I want to start
Who
with
won
an easy
football?
one. Football was
FBS.
Ohio State.
Okay. Who won basketball?
That's Florida Gators.
Who won baseball?
LSU.
Who won softball?
Texas.
Very good. The rest are all tough.
Okay. I'll try. I may know some of them.
Who won men or women's cross country? Same school.
Stanford.
Brigham Young. Who won field hockey?
Maryland.
Northwestern. Who won women's soccer?
North Carolina.
There you go.
That's what I was going to say.
Who won women's volleyball?
LSU.
UCLA. Who won fencing?
Stanford.
Notre Dame. Who won women's gymnastics?
I think that's an SEC school. I think it's Texas A&M.
Oklahoma.
Damn it. That was a good guess, man. That was a good guess. Yes, it was. It was SEC and it wasn't.
There's a lot of gymnastics programs in the SEC that are better than Texas A&M.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's tucked out there. That's non-SEC. That's a good guess.
Who won
You're
men's
wrong.
gymnastics?
Men's?
Yeah.
I don't recognize men's gymnastics. I'm going to go Stanford.
Michigan. Who won women's ice hockey?
This is the girls from St. Cloud State.
Wisconsin. Who won women's basketball?
That's either UConn or South. I think it's UConn.
UConn. Who won wrestling?
Men's wrestling?
Yeah.
Let's go Iowa.
Penn State.
I almost said them.
Who won, last one, who won men's golf and women's golf? It's just on.
Oh, men's golf. Florida lost to, who did they lose to? Virginia?
Oklahoma State.
Did Virginia, was the Virginia the other finalist? You don't know, do you?
Oh, they might Might have
Didn't
been.
Florida lose to Virginia?
I thought it was Ole Miss.
Yeah, so that was the Final Four.
Ole Miss was one of them. That's a good one, E. Who
Ole
won
Miss.
women's golf?
Women's golf this year was won by Duke.
Northwestern.
I had Northwestern winning something, damn it, and I put them in the wrong one.
This is the triple on 1010 XL.
Come aboard the Frangie Express.
Pedal to the metal right now. Pedal to the metal. All right, let's go.
Frank Frangie. One with a golden touch. And Hayes Carline.
So you're the top dog around here.
They are the Frangie Show. Afternoons on 1010XL.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is thrilled to announce you can get all of their flavors and original vodka at PJ Liquors in St. Augustine. PJ Liquors, since 1999, has been serving up summertime fun. Now enjoy Brackish Vodka, the #1 local vodka in North Florida. Brackish Vodka is the first clean craft vodka, and you can find their 9 flavors at PJ Liquors. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
If life blindsided you tomorrow, would your family struggle? I'm Cody with Harborstone Financial, and I can help. One call could protect your family for life. 904-885-9566. Harborstone Financial.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Zero Res. They want to help you clean your home or business. Big summer savings with 3 rooms clean starting at $129 and 20% off your air duct cleaning. Call them 904-287-5727 and ask for the 1010XL special.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Hey gang, Hicken here for my friend Dr. Rick Townsend. That's my personal doctor, my concierge doctor now. He went into concierge medicine. Less patients, more practice. I love it, man. I had my physical. We sat down. We went over things. He tells me what I'm doing well, what I need to work on. It was great. You're not feeling well, you need an appointment, you get right in. Medical emergency, you get his personal phone number 24/7. It's like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. And as far as doctors, Townsend's the best. So it's yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, hospital follow-ups. Doc's got you covered. Take away those health worries at mypvconcierge.com. Look it up. You'll be glad you did. mypvconcierge.com.
Spend an evening with heart. One night, 2 sets. A journey through the hits and timeless classics. This Tuesday night, St. Augustine Amphitheater. Tickets on sale now at AXS.com. Don't miss an evening with heart live.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference. For 100 years, service you can trust. Lee and Kate's Glass, depend on us. Glass solutions to meet your needs. Reliable quality guaranteed. Complete customer satisfaction. With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Weekends were made for sports, and I'll tell you my take on this weekend's most interesting option. 1010XL's Media Mogul Hicken here. Watch for Musing with the Media Mogul on YouTube and Facebook. Made possible by Tucker Equipment Rentals in Neptune Beach.
Hello, all you Jacksonville sports fans. Don here from Taco Lou. If you're in the mood for some great tacos, cold Dos Equis, and maybe even a sip of some fine tequila, then the Lou is calling your name. Come out to Jack's Beach and experience what many have dubbed the #1 taco in the 904. There are plenty of great taco joints in town, and we're proud to have been around for this long, and we have only you, the fine people of Jacksonville, to thank for helping us grow and become who we are today. Cheers to you, Jacksonville, and thank you from the Lou crew. Taco Lou in Jacksonville Beach.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
Guys, your lawn's the home field. Now you can champion your St. Augustine grass. TopDressing.com just hit Jacksonville with a game-changing patented process. Aerate and transform your turf into a fairway-worthy masterpiece. Less water, shorter cuts, and the envy of every neighbor. No one else delivers a perfect 10 lawn like this. Visit TopDressing.com and dominate your block with the same process that golf courses use. Top dress your lawn like the pros with TopDressing.com.
Pickett here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Yo, ET here, and I need you to beat the heat this summer with cool escapes and non-stop fun in Clay County. Tackle indoor adventures head on. Throw axes at Live by Axe or smash your stress away at Just Smash That. Then kick back with drinks, good food, and fandom vibes at Nakama Anime Bar or Leaderboard Arcade and Bar. Whether you're blowing off steam or just looking to chill, Clay County got your perfect indoor getaway. Find your cool at exploreclay.com. That's exploreclay.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, this will be fun.
Oh, I like fun. Does it result in me winning any kind of money?
Well, this will be even less fun for me because I will have so many more choices, and my ultimate outcome where I sit right now is potty poor. But I was looking at SI.com's power ratings, but not for necessarily where they put major league teams, but instead because of what the sub headline was for this week's power ratings, each team's, and this is a hard one for me now, each team's most disappointing player.
All right, before we do that, real quick, breaking news from Adam Schnupner. Jets owner Woody Johnson has agreed on a $254 million deal to buy a 43% stake in Premier League team Crystal Palace.
Okay. That's become a popular move for some of these sports owners to also own. Obviously, Shad owns a Premier League team. I think the Glazers still own a Premier League team. I know the Red Sox ownership owned a Premier League team, and I think they still do. So just kind of falling in line, huh?
All right.
I think the NFL owners see that English Premier League as like the next NFL. Like with a worldwide branding and marketing. Although in I don't know this, soccer fan hit me up on the text line. Is the English Premier League, the EPL, viewed as the best professional league, or could it be La Liga or Serie A or one of those? Bundesliga, I know is your favorite, Dan. You're a big Bundesliga guy.
No, I'm a La Liga guy.
All right, so, yeah, that's true. MLB Power Rankings, each team's most disappointing player. This is hard for me to answer without putting an S on the end because Team Low T deserves to have about 7 entries on
We're talking
here.
about baseball.
That's right. MLB Power Ratings, each team's most disappointing player.
Okay.
So at this stage of the season, I think I know who your most disappointing player is.
Okay, I think I know yours.
Yours is part from me watching and part from your editorializing. I think I can get yours.
My one just got sent down to the minors.
Was it the catcher?
Yeah.
Okay. Alvarez?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who they say, but I would say that's who you would say.
I would say yours is one of two.
It is one of two. I've been very clear.
I think I would lean towards Michael Harris, but Ozzie Albies would be the other one. It's one of those two.
Yeah, for me, it's Albies.
I read that Michael Harris has not had a walk since like May 18th and like 100+
That's
bats.
right. That's why Michael Harris bats 8th and Allen will forever until he learns how to hit.
Yeah.
Stop being a JA and do what you're supposed to do there.
Yeah.
Superstar.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit 8th and hit 220. Let me know how that works for you. Of course, we've already paid you 7 years, $90 million. You're probably good.
Yeah.
But the answer is Albies. Now, you're a veteran, bro. You're a multiple all-star. You've had 30 home run power. I can't have you Sally Corkin around.
I'm sorry, Sally. What?
Yeah, Sally Corkin.
What's a Sally Corkin?
Well, it's just Sally Corkin. You can't have you Sally Corkin around for, hitting 230. Sorry. I mean, Michael Harris at least is young and hasn't totally proven himself. It's
Did you mean Sally caulking around?
No. I meant Sally Corkin. It's not a word. It's mine.
Sally
My word.
having job corking wine?
She could be. She could be a Sally corker that way. It could be a Sally doing some corking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just asking. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Sally corking.
Well, Sally corking is not to be confused with cork soaking.
Okay.
Yeah, two different industries.
No worries.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's hear who are the most disappointing players on some of these squads.
Okay. I think we've nailed ours. Well, I go right to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Your guys on the picture. The Mets are leading the NL East despite a so-so season from Alvarez.
So-so.
That's putting it kindly.
That's being nice.
Here they are.
He just got sent to AAA, bro.
The Dodgers. By the way, we're going in the power ranking order, but this is the subs, the ESPN will do.
Oh, you want me to tell you the Dodgers' most disappointing player?
You're not
That
going
would
to get
be
it, dude. It's Conforto.
Oh yeah.
I guess they signed him 1 year, $17
he's
million.
like
and
160.
Can't even get on the field, huh?
Yeah, I could have got that.
Okay. Well, never mind then. I'll let you go. The Cubs.
The Cubs, I don't know because I haven't seen them.
It's a pitcher. It's a starting pitcher, Ben Brown.
Ben Brown, okay.
Yeah, because they were expecting 40.
What do they want from Ben Brown?
I don't know. Struggled mightily in the rotation, giving up 6 earned runs in 3 of his last 5. Just better than a 5.5 ERA, I guess.
Okay.
And number 3, Detroit.
Detroit I haven't seen, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's a shortstop named Trey Sweeney. He was a first-round pick in 21.
All right.
Forever that was Torkelson, but he's finally found his game.
Yeah.
It took him a while.
Yeah.
Yankees? This guy seems like it's always this guy.
It's not Jazz. It's not Goldschmidt's having a good year.
Not him. This is the guy who got
LeMahieu?
No, this is a guy who got way too much street cred before
Volpe.
Before he ever put on his training.
Volpe.
It's Volpe.
Yeah, Volpe's been terrible.
By the way, Devin Williams has been awful, and perhaps it should be him.
I don't know. Volpe, he boots ball. I mean, Volpe they're all over Volpe. So,
gosh, he was the Gold Glove in 2023, but he's got 9 errors.
Yeah, he's been terrible. Like critical errors too.
Yours is Alvarez.
Yep.
Giants, I didn't know this guy, but this guy's not having a great year. Got a lot of money in free agency.
It's Adames.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Just a .1 WAR, hitting 207 with 8 homers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's been terrible.
Astros?
Don't know enough about that.
It's that big first baseman, Christian Walker, I guess.
Okay.
See LSU? Where do I know him from?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Phillies, this is an easy one. And I don't know where this came from. And is this ever going back? Is it the end of this guy?
Bryce?
No.
Trey Turner?
No, someone even way more disappointing than either one of them. A superstar that can't get anybody out. He's got 1 win and an ERA of 8.
Noah.
Yeah, he may be done.
Yeah.
He's 1-7 with a 6.16.
Yeah, but he's hurt right now.
Well, I know he went to the IR. He got hurt feelings, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay, it's a pitcher, Taj Bradley. San Diego, say every left fielder they've tried. I guess they're having trouble out there.
I thought it would be the Singers.
Oh, that should be Schilt, no L, no D.
Mm-hmm.
Mariners, no. Not Brewers, no. Reds, no. Blue Jays, they say Santander. That's a guy that a lot of us saying we should make a run from Baltimore. I guess he hadn't done much. I mean, wouldn't that have to be Scherzer again? When did people stop paying this guy to Jake and collect money from him all year? He gets a $20 million deal, pitches 1 game, says his arm hurts, takes his money, and you never see him again. It's unbelievable. I saw he's expected to come back maybe this week.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah, he's going to make 1 start. He'll be gone again, collect the rest of his money, and then he'll grift someone next offseason into giving it a try. Red Sox?
I don't know.
Free agent ad. One that I would have wanted, and thank God if he pitched like this, you would not. Walker Buehler, 5.95.
Ooh.
5.95 for Buehler. The one day I saw him pitch, he pitched pretty good. I caught him 1 game, he pitched all right. The Braves, they went with mine over yours.
Okay.
The Braves are at serious risk of missing the playoffs. It'll be the first time they don't qualify since 17. Several of the team's core hitters have underperformed, but Albie stands out as someone who's endured serious struggles. 617 OPS, 223 average. He's never hit below 247 in his career. Maybe signs of life are approaching. And then they write about Alvarez for you. Probably the same things I've heard you say about Alvarez. By the way, I must have went past your team because you're going to be higher in the power rankings than mine.
You already said it.
I read about him, though? Oh.
No, you didn't read about me. You said it was
All
Alvarez.
right. Well, that's enough. Let's go to break, shall
Let's
we?
do it. Make the turn for home next right here on The
Nothing
Drill.
like baseball disappointment to tease you.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
You down with J-A-G?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with J-A-G?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with J-A-G?
Yeah, you know me.
Who's down with J-A-G?
The Bold City. 1010XL, proud flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. The coolest cats in town. Setting the standard in our hometown. Quality service, the best around. Coolidge is the cat that cares about your heating and about your air. Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. The coolest cats in town.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it work. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville. I always brag on what you guys have on-road and off-road. But Greg, tell everybody about what's happening on the water, because you got loads of opportunity.
We do. We've got lots of boats in stock. We got the Honda 19-foot Fisher Runabout. We've got the Coach pontoons, all of them with that legendary Honda motor and legendary Honda reliability, which you always want when you're out on the water.
You could be cruising along the Intercoastal or out on the ocean, but check it out. Facebook page ready for all of you to see, Cycles of Jacksonville, or their showroom on Atlantic near Regency.
What is 1010XL's Jeff Prosser's favorite movie? The answer next.
Southern Oak Insurance is proud to continue offering coverage statewide. Financial stability makes Southern Oak Insurance a wise choice for your homeowner's insurance needs. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Believe it or not, Jeff Prosser's favorite movie is The Wizard of Oz.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On June 23, 2011, Duke point guard Kyrie Irving would be selected first overall in the NBA draft by the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hello, I'm Joe Cordell, founder of Cordell & Cordell. Divorce is complicated, especially when your small business or professional practice is involved. At Cordell & Cordell, we understand that these assets raise unique valuation and allocation issues. For 35 years, we've helped doctors, lawyers, and small business owners navigate divorce with confidence. Call us at Cordell & Cordell. Let me tell you, I understand on a personal level, your business is much more than a job. It's your legacy.
Jacksonville, Florida. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois. CordellCordell.com.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experience, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Are you struggling with hair loss? At IHRS, we understand because we've been there too. We're dedicated to finding the best solution tailored just for you.
My hair looks great. It was thinning, and IHRS restored my hair.
It's now fuller, it's thicker, voluminous. It's made me feel great.
With the latest technology and FDA-approved laser therapy, PRP, and non-surgical hair addition, we offer guaranteed solutions for men and women.
With over 35 years of experience, IHRS found a hair restoration for us, and we can find one for you.
For me.
For me.
And me too.
Visit hairforme.com or call 904-777-IHRS. Get a free microscopic analysis and get to the root of your problem. This $395 analysis is yours for free. Call 904-777-4477 now.
Jacksonville Hickens calling it. Checkmate Coating, my MVP. Tough, slick floors that dominate any space.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
I'm cooling down on something we've taken for granted, but apparently when you load up the family and head down to your little slice of heaven known as Gainesville FLA this football season, maybe taking a Florida football game, maybe there's another, maybe you're dropping your kids off at school there, but just be careful. I've now been told that based on the research, I've got a list here of the most dangerous college towns in 2025. The number one most dangerous college town in America, the mean streets of Gainesville, Florida. We live in a pretty safe freaking place if that's where you're going to go find the meanest streets of all of U.S. colleges. College towns, most dangerous college towns.
Oh, boy.
Gainesville, Tuscaloosa, Tempe. Watch your wallet. Come on, man. These lists are something else. We're living in a pretty safe place if Gainesville's the most dangerous place that we're talking about. I mean, nowhere is perfect, but don't exactly feel for your safety walking down University Avenue. Just saying.
Right. Welcome back to the program. You know, Eugenio Suarez has 25 home runs this year?
I do. I saw that the other day.
That dude can hit.
I get him confused. He reminds me of that guy you have, the lefty, Winker. Those two remind me of each other a little bit, but
I got the hair.
Suarez is a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot more homers. Is Winker on your team this year?
Yeah, he's not playing. He's been hurt. We need him, by the way.
Yeah, he usually does good against us. So, the Braves and Mets will play tonight. That'll be fun. We got Schwellenbach, and you've got Woody Blackburn, who's going to go
4-20 Blackburn is what I like.
What does that mean in his career record, 4-20?
It's 4-20 Blackburn baked in a pie.
Oh. I wonder back then were they calling it 420? I don't know. That thing seems to predate all that, but
yeah.
If you wrote a nursery rhyme about blackbirds in a pie, maybe 420 was the most appropriate, verse in there.
I can see that.
Right? What are we doing? Are we trending? Are we headlining? Or
I love headlines.
New York City headlines are so outrageous. They're in today's papers.
Stand by, please.
It's like, we comb through the periodicals. Many from the New York Post, but all from New York City. So all of these devastatingly, dastardly, uncommonly weird things are happening right within the 5 boroughs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's scary. And it's another reason why I won't take Dan up on the prodding to take a trip to NYC.
You won't do it.
It's just, do you hear these headlines every day?
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, nor do I. I know what to tell you. I'm gonna have to see some softening of what I've been hearing from you for some 20 years now.
Crank it up, please.
Oh boy,
Actual headlines.
Too outrageous to be made up.
Tony Award-winning actress slammed by NBA fans for Game 7 national anthem.
I didn't see the anthem, so I don't know who it is.
Yeah, me neither.
And if you wanted the Tony, I still won't know who it is.
MIGA, Iran issues stark warning to Trump, the gambler, we will end this war.
Yeah, sure you will, Iran. Blah, blah, blah. Iran can't end a stop at the railroad depot. Quit it.
Olympian Simone Biles deletes X account following feud over transgender athletics with swimmer Riley Gaines.
She really stepped in it. She was wrong, and just I don't know, man. I just don't know what overtakes people sometimes in the synapse between brain and finger on that keypad.
Paced off, Pacers staffer has tense moment with ESPN crew in gutting NBA Finals scene. TJ McConnell is crying.
Okay. Yeah.
No filter, Jennifer Garner smooches boyfriend at charity event in rare PDA moment.
I'm just glad that boyfriend's not Ben Affleck. He's done enough damage to that poor young American sweetheart. She deserves to have a nice, I hope he's like a doctor from Schenectady. That's what she needs. It's a nice, normal dude, Dan.
Orlando Bloom joins Katy Perry, daughter Daisy in Australia amid relationship woes.
Well, who knows if Bloom and Perry are together? I think they were at one point, but I don't know.
Comedian disses mean girl Ellen DeGeneres in scathing podcast interview.
Yeah, man, you people and you guys got a lot of nerve. Now that the witch is dead, y'all are all coming out. But when she was killing y'all, no one said a thing, man.
Action news, dramatic on-air moment. CNN's Anderson Cooper forced to urgently evacuate during missile attack.
Where, in New York?
No, that's in...
he's over in somewhere? Yeah. In other words, yeah, sure, that's what it was.
Get up out of there, Anderson.
This is just like the dude who had to pay $9,000 for breakfast. Same thing happening here.
Last word, Pitch Perfect star responds to criticism of 18-year age gap with her girlfriend.
I don't know who Pitch Perfect is or which one's the younger one, the old one. I don't know. I just don't know. I can't keep up sometimes.
Teen girls among 145 stabbed with syringes across France at popular music festival. 12 sickos arrested.
Keep it classy, France. Keep it classy. Let me tell you what doesn't happen down at, the concert hall here at Ponte Vedra. We're not stabbing people with,
Con
needles,
artist,
you
how a
freaks.
street peddler fooled some of Manhattan's biggest art collectors and killed off the city's oldest art gallery.
That's just what amazing about a story like that is the guy who can be so industrious and ingenious, but uses it for something bad.
Race against time, hiker trapped days after falling onto active Indonesian volcano. Panic family begs for help.
So I have to understand that we're having a dialogue and they're still in there? Like, can someone get my daughter out of the volcano, please?
Like right now.
Like in there?
Jay-Z shades Kanye with major lyric change during Beyonce concert after brutal attack on kids.
Yeah, y'all can just shade away, boys.
Accused perv teacher makes high school yearbook despite charges for raping teen.
Probably shouldn't be in there. Most likely to rape one of our students. Mr. Ashcroft, science.
Oh, dear.
I mean, what are we doing?
It's nasty.
I mean, see just what he said happened.
We just read the headlines.
No, I just was adding some context.
I just read it.
I mean, you just told me what happened. I put what the hell they saw it coming. Look at the yearbook.
One of your favorites.
One of my favorites.
Machine.
Feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty Time. Mr. Nasty Time. The Nasty Time.
Machine Gun Kelly made a rare appearance with his daughter at the Kids' Choice Awards last night. MGK, your guy.
Now, how old is the daughter, and is the daughter tatted up yet? I saw MGK live right there at Haley's. He jumped on the...
Daughter's not tatted.
Okay, good. How old is the daughter?
She looks grown.
Okay. Well, good for her.
How old is MGK?
You're overcoming a lot if MGK is your dad, man. Seriously. What I mean, your chances of being a normal, well-adjusted person take a big hit when MGK signs the birth certificate.
He's 35.
Well,
so she's probably 15 then?
Maybe 20. I don't know.
MGK. Well, that's, again, on
Wouldn't
brand.
shock us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know.
Same high school.
As?
The that you did in the headlines.
Oh.
All kinds of stuff. Age inappropriate happening. That's
Here. Oh, I got some Bianca pictures again.
Which one is Bianca? Who's she?
That's Miss Ye.
Easy's missus.
Where is the culture on Yeezy before all this? Was he
fully edible candy bra?
Okay. Well, that's different. Where's the culture on? Was Kanye at one point like super popular?
Oh yeah,
like the most popular, I guess is what I'm saying. Like Jay-Z, Kanye at their peak. Who was bigger boy?
Jay-Z's always been a big.
Always bigger. Like, but were they?
He was close, right?
Oh yeah,
Were they complimentary fans, or was there a rivalry there? So
No,
like you liked them both if you were.
Yeah, they were like I won't say a group, but they made a lot of music together.
And so now is
collaboration.
Collaboration. Where is the culture on both of them right now?
Everybody still rock with Jay and
Kanye.
Not really with Ye.
I mean, if you're not riding with Ye because of what's in the news, isn't it natural to kind of attach some of that to Jay, or no?
No.
They weren't friends enough to be hooked up with any of that stuff going on.
Yeah, Ye, he did it to himself. He's self-destructive.
Yeah. Where are we at on that? Have you been following that at all? Where we stand in things?
Man, no.
No, I haven't. No. Just tell me when somebody gets punished.
Right.
That's what it feels like at this point. So that's kind of stuff we bring you here. All right, NBA champion is crowned, so we've got another new one. That's 7 straight. We've also had 7 straight international MVPs.
Really?
Yeah.
How about that?
Shea, Giannis,
Canadian.
Jokic. Yeah, there's been 7 total. The last 7.
Really?
The last 7. I'm not saying they've all been different, but
Luka.
The last 7 have been, I guess Luka won one, but Jokic just won more than one. The last 7 have been international, not 7 different people, but the last 7 MVPs
no kidding
have been international players, and we also have the game's changed. Long way from, Bird and Magic and the Celtics and Lakers.
Yeah.
And about 2 or 3 teams a year having any sort of real chance of winning.
LeBron
is more than 7 ago.
Jaylen Brown?
That's finals MVP.
Isn't that what you just said?
No, MVP of the league.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I meant league MVP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant finals.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Let's get out of here. This show's a disaster.
Now, the 2-minute drill. Serviced by Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. Locally owned and operated. We're your neighbors. CoolCatsJacks.com.
The coolest cats in town.
Yeah.
Hey, Tone.
Good morning, guys.
What do you got cooking today on a Monday?
Hearing you talk about the European-born or wherever outside of the USA NBA MVPs, how long do you think it'll be before we ever get somebody born outside the USA who wins an NFL MVP?
Ooh.
Like, will that ever happen?
That's a great question.
Will a non-American ever win the MVP?
Right.
Maybe some dude born on a army base.
Yeah.
Like Dominique is born in Germany. I'm not saying, somebody like that.
Like, it speaks to where the sports are at.
Where was Genty? Wasn't born in Germany, was he?
I don't believe
Genty
so.
was born here.
Genty was born in Duval County.
And then moved to Germany or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Maybe somebody like that. I don't know. That's a great question.
Right, like you can see it in baseball and basketball and obviously in hockey, but American football, it's American football.
No doubt about that.
Right, like,
what are you talking about with American football today besides, are you breaking down Travis Hunter's contract for us? Are you going to find out what $30 million really relates to?
I don't know how much there is to really break down necessarily in the rookie contract. We'll talk with Jeff Lageman this morning on the program. John Osher going to join me in the second hour today as well. The question of the day today asking, I took a look at it. Based on the numbers from last season, each of these would land Trevor Lawrence in the top 5 in the category that I have listed here. Which of these numbers do you think Trevor Lawrence is most likely to achieve in the 2025 season? 4,400 passing yards. That would make him a top 5 passer. 33 touchdown passes. Or win 12 games.
I think if he stays healthy, he can get 4,400. That'd be my guess, but I'd like to win 12 games.
Yeah, I think we all would.
Yeah, that's the one we'd all
pick that one?
Yeah.
That would be nice. Well, have a great show.
Thank you.
All right. Mike on assignment this week?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
So on assignment.
Yeah, Tony.
I'm
ready.
looking for some assignments. I hope to find one in a couple weeks.
Tony ready to roll. You know what it means.
Oh, time to swerve on
Thank you.
Bend the corner, whoa.
I'm Austin Dillon, driver of the number 3 Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet.
But it's Austin Dillon who wins at Daytona.
And you're listening to 1010 XL Jack Sports Radio.
Are your kids ready to play this summer?
Come check out the Y. Summer is a time for kids to explore new things and expand the limits of their imagination. At the Y, summer camps every day is a new adventure. Kids can learn about STEM, arts and humanities, athletic sports, outdoor games, and more. Registration is now open, but space is limited and spots are filling up quickly. Learn more and find your adventure at fcymca.org. Search Summer Day Camp.
Florida heat hitting like a heavyweight? Time to call in the champ. KO Electric and HVAC. We knock out the heat and power up your comfort. Fast, reliable, and undefeated in home service. KOElectricJacks.com. KOElectricJacks.com.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
E to the T here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find the scratch kitchen that comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Come on, somebody.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. As temperatures warm up around us, ants come out in droves. And when they move into your home or business, it's unnerving. Terminix knows that ants add up fast, but Terminix subtracts them faster because living with ants isn't any fun. When ants show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with an ant problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com.
Give us your hot take.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
On the 1010XL text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm awake and I speak English, so yeah, I do know what you're saying.
Be part of the conversation. 641-1010.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Maxed out on credit cards, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
When the heat is on and we really need to show that we really care, do it with a full arrangement from Kuhn Flowers. This is ET, and let's make their day better than yesterday. Online at KuhnFlowers.com since 1947.
When it comes to towing products, your safety is the priority at Cannons of Jacksonville. Cannons has decades of experience to ensure your towing setup is installed with precision and reliability. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, your trusted partner for a smoother tow.
Need cash? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has cash, and they're ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. And gold market prices are at a record high. Get cash on the spot at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacks Beach.
Tired of a plain and boring backyard? Stonecore on Phillips Highway is your one-stop choice to beautify your home. With pavers, stonework, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, pergolas, and driveways. Visit stonecore.co. We do outdoors better. better.
Duck Duck Rooter is a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When you need help with any plumbing, septic, or AC issue, just give us a call and relax. We'll send one of our first-round draft picks to tackle your problems today. DuckDuckRooter.com. That's DuckDuckRooter.com.
Here's your 1010XL local sports update, sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Travis Hunter is officially locked in. The Jaguars signed their two-way phenomenon to a 4-year deal, including a record-setting $30.5 million signing bonus, and he's ready to roll.
Feel great. I'm very excited and ready to get to work.
Meanwhile, Florida State scored big on the trail, flipping 4-star QB Jaden O'Neal from Oklahoma. Known for his deep ball accuracy and playmaking flair, O'Neal gives Mike Norvell a true field stretcher for the future. And Duval's getting loud. 60,000 plus fans expected this season, and the Jaguars and Everbank Stadium partners are hosting a massive job fair tomorrow evening from 5 until 8 p.m. at the Prime Osborne Convention Center. That's your 1010XL local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It is 82 degrees at 9:57. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Jaguars today.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studio.
I feel the master. I feel